What is up, everybody, and welcome to this very special Tuesday night Thanksgiving edition of regularly scheduled Hostilities with your host, Chuck Winchester, back in the winter hoodie with your host, Josh D. Board, back in the long sleeve shirts because it is winter out now, unfortunately.
This is a hoodie.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's long sleeve. It's got a hood on it. And the current, also wearing long sleeves, RSH champion of the world. But will she be champion next week on RSH? Whoa. That's to be determined. But welcoming the current RSH champion, Yvonne D. Board. Welcome. It's Thanksgiving week. Hope your turkeys are thawing. Hope your green bills, I don't know what I'm saying. Green beans are cooking. Not yet. It'd be really early for that. But yeah, we got a good show now. We got Survivor Series coming up. This is the fallout of whatever AEW pay-per-view was this past Saturday. Full gear. There we go.
Half gear.
Half, yeah.
Hey, are you excited for that best of 7 series from the Elite and fucking Death Triangle that's going to stretch into February of next year?
Is that for real?
That's real.
Josh told me that.
Real.
That's annoying.
The second match of it's tonight on Dynamite.
I was going to ask which interim champion won, but that's actually
Tony Storm lost her interim title.
She lost.
And then Tony Khan comes out and says she might be the best signing we've had from WWE so far.
She just lost.
As he takes the belt off of her.
Question. So she lost her interim title.
She lost to a chick that Britt Baker begged.
Jamie Hayter.
Tony Khan to hire, and he hired her because she's friends with Britt Baker, and now she's interim champion because
so
Thunder Rosa is still in the bathroom.
So now I don't know when
the interim champion just changed hands. That's legit.
It is. Yep.
So seriously, the interim champion just changed, but there's still a real champion.
Correct. Yep. And Tony Khan discussed it at their press conference after the event that he still has a decision to make whether to get her out of that bathroom or not.
She obviously has locked herself in the bathroom.
So I have a theory, guys. I have a theory. I feel like, remember back in the day we played like WWF No Mercy on the N64, games like that, PS2, know your role, shut your mouth, games like that. I feel like Tony Khan probably played these same games.
I think he still plays.
Made these storylines in his head, and he's like, "I'm gonna make this shit real." And like he just never changed his plans. Like the shit that he came up with, he was 12 or 6. Like, yeah, we're gonna do that now. Make it because what the fuck is an interim champion?
He's like, Dad, I want to do this when I get older. I got you, son. Snort your line and eat your vegetables.
Maybe your dad should have told you no, Tony.
It's like, I created a character called the Org back on the WWF No Mercy, and I still create him on every game that I get. And I feel like Tony's doing the same shit. It's just not creative at all, and he just doesn't understand this isn't real life.
He's holding.
Facebook sucks.
Yeah.
Like I have to share in every group now. I used to just be able to click.
Yes, you got so many
I have to go through all of them. We have a lot of fucking fans.
I know. I've seen that.
That does suck. Yeah, I get it.
I mean, some of them said they prefer the show when I have the belt, but
I don't think I've heard people.
We got people talking smack.
We've been doing AEW numbers since the title change. That's all I'm saying.
I'm sure that's.
Yeah, dude. So what?
He said, "Yeah, dude."
I'm sure that's not true.
AEW is rough.
It is rough.
I'm just saying.
And I watch it every week, and it's rough.
Oh, and at some point within the next 2 days, my article is complete. The one that me and Jimmy Bebe were debating last week.
What article?
Top 5 things that would be different if Triple H was in charge when AEW debuted. It is done.
I like that.
It is, and I spent fucking a lot of time on it.
When are we going to see it? When can we read it?
Within the next 2 days.
Nice.
So maybe my Thanksgiving one. So the 5 things I'm thankful for, which will pretty much be the same thing you hear tonight, just probably less detail because obviously. But that'll come out on Thanksgiving. So that should come out Thursday. I'm aiming for tomorrow.
There you go.
For Dynamite. That'd be a good night for that to come out. Because it'll trend with Dynamite.
Oh, yeah.
Well, for all you guys watching and listening, be sure to go to the RSH page on Facebook and to the Wrestle Buddies Facebook page and Twitter, social media to check out that article. It's going to be a hell of a read.
I had another one. Oh, that's our War Games pick. Yeah, thanks, WWE, for fucking making me have to alter my whole article because
they spoiled it.
And it fucked our tiebreaker.
It did. That's what our tiebreaker was.
That was our tiebreaker was who's the 5th person.
We talked about it
We'll find out on SmackDown.
I blame Seth Rollins.
I blame Bianca.
I do.
She announced.
Peters is looking forward to that article.
Oh, yeah, he is. You know what? I don't appreciate Peters.
Yeah, he left Chuck out of your thing in the new group.
I was going to appreciate him back, but nope. I got to be whatever. I still like the shit, but I'm not going to appreciate it.
I don't know how to share the link. Somebody do it for me.
Yeah, we need producers on this show because we ain't producing shit.
We're not producing.
No, how? I said we don't know ho. Shit.
I know some hoes.
Hey, do you guys watch on YouTube? I know how to share that one.
Then I got an article also
I
coming
do.
out this
Look,
week
it's me
too,
on the
so
phone.
I don't know
trying
what day
to
this week, but I'll
share. Hold on. Let me copy it. Copy link. Yes, you guys, we are attempting to share live on the fucking
just so you
internet.
guys know, we are live right now.
We are live.
I mean, we've done worse things on the show live.
I've done worse things watching the internet. All right, here we go.
Yep,
We're good now.
we're good.
All right,
so
so
let's
it's gonna get shared.
Here we go.
So we're not going to really.
All right, Tyler. I like you as a friend, but I appreciate it. I appreciate you,
Tyler,
brother.
my name was in there, but I won't say a word.
All right, so
Yeah, see,
I won't
She's
say
our fr-
nothing. Chuck did, so why not say it?
Chuck still doesn't know who the fuck Billie Eilish is. I'm not thankful for that.
She has a
I
song
love-
I'm
called
also
Darkness.
not thankful that Taylor Swift tickets are $9,000 for nosebleeds.
Dude, I seriously, I googled it today. I was out of curiosity. I'll show you. My phone actually screenshotted it because I thought this might come up. So
Oh yeah, I'm here on the internet. Taylor Swift's definitely coming up.
that's a good point.
Sigh.
So the cheapest tickets that I found today, you guys can't see it. It's $526 for the cheapest ticket on StubHub.
Well, I mean, Taylor Swift being in Paycor Stadium, it's the most relevant thing that's been in that shitty stadium in 20 years.
We beat the Steelers. We finally won a game in our division.
Oh, is your long snapper healthy?
He was good.
Oh, okay.
He made all of his kicks.
I've never seen more of my friends.
he actually missed one of his punts and had to backtrack, but he's fine.
I'm glad the long snapper is healthy because I know your guys' Super Bowl hopes clinch on the fucking guy who makes $200,000 that never plays.
It matters.
Whatever. Oh,
I can't say a word.
Pittsburgh is terrible.
Well, think about it.
My team lost to him. I can't say a word.
See,
That's
the
embarrassing.
Your team
Yeah.
sucks.
I know,
Your
that's
team's
embarrassing.
quarterback is Andy Dalton.
Don't say.
who used to play for the Bengals.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's embarrassing. Don't say it on national. We
But
all know
listen,
it's
just to validate that snap shit. When he was injured, they lost to the Steelers. When he was healthy, they beat the Steelers. I
If
mean,
your guys' long snapper is that critical, you're not making the playoffs ever again. Ever.
ever.
listen,
I like when Jamar Chase goes down. Everybody's
he's
like,
injured.
no, listen. He got hurt, and everybody's like, oh, we have tons of other weapons. The long snapper gets hurt. Like, hold on a second.
Shit
Our
matters.
playoff hopes are done
You gotta
because
get-
our fucking. What's your long snapper's name?
I've
asked every Bengals fan that. Not one of you motherfuckers can tell me who it is. So it doesn't matter. You know who New England's long snapper is? It's Matt Cordova, and he went to Army, and he was a 4-year fucking soldier in the Army. I know who my long snapper is, and guess what? When he's injured, we have another one ready because that's what that's what happens. New England's lost a lot of games.
That's a good plan. That's a good plan.
So New England lost a few games this year. You know why they lost? They didn't play as good as the other team.
What's their record?
6-4, and they're above the Bengals right now.
Well, they have the same amount of wins, though.
Yes, but we have 5 conference wins, and the Bengals have 2.
Easy. No, I thought. Oh, one division win. It's fine.
Yeah, that's rough. That's where you guys are fucked. Because you have one loss against the Browns, Ravens, and Steelers.
The Browns is rough. There's no excuse for that one.
That was pretty bad.
we
I was
got
arguing with
murdered.
my friend the other day.
There's no
Because he was
excuse.
like, I was like, dude, I don't think the Bengals are going to beat New England. He's like, what? You guys barely beat the Jets. Like, I mean, the Jets have the 5th best defense in the NFL. How'd you guys lose to the Browns, 3rd string
But
quarterback?
we beat the Jets, though.
But you lost to the Browns.
We did lose to the
We
Browns.
beat the Browns by the same score you guys lost to.
It was Halloween. It's one of those
Oh, is
days.
that what it
Yeah,
was?
it's Halloween.
So Joe Burrow dressed up as a real
He
quarterback.
gets real scared in Halloween season. He's,
I don't know.
somebody casted a
He
spell.
does still
I
live in
don't
his
know.
parents' basement. But that's,
I bet he has a nice basement. I'd live there.
anyway,
Ew,
somebody who don't live in their parents'
that's
basement.
disgusting.
MJF.
Yeah.
This is all the AEW you're going to get besides my article in a few days. He did win the title with help from Regal. That was a fucking shocker.
That was a shocker
And
to
they
me.
used
because
like
I
a
didn't.
ring or some shit. I don't
no,
know.
brass knuckles.
Brass knuckles.
That Regal
Well, that
carries.
makes
Because they
sense.
yelled at him, like, don't use the ring. He said, fuck it. I don't need it. Then Regal's like,
There
Give
you
him the
go.
brass nuts.
and then it's like, and
Alright.
then
It's
everybody.
a shocker to me because I didn't see it coming. I didn't really.
I did.
I called it, and I don't
I
even
mean,
watch
that's
it.
when Regal became like such a center point of the feud. I knew he's going to do something.
Yeah.
And
I mean, he's
didn't-
not yelling
yeah.
war games, so he has to do something.
I
cool.
didn't know him and MJF had history. I
I
didn't
do
know
think
that.
I do find it funny that AEW's got to the point where William Regal. I love William Regal, but
I
he's
do
like
too.
in their main event. Like
Yeah,
they're
he is.
stretching, like Jay Lethal
Yeah.
and Jeff Jarrett versus Sting
Yeah.
and Darby Allin
Oh,
in a who can get to the nursing home first match.
I think
Like-
Regal is better utilized off screen. I do believe that. And
I
I
do
remember
too.
their promo a few weeks ago was pretty intense.
I
Mhm.
do to put in one line of my article. I start naming all the people that would still be with WWE
Yeah,
if Triple H was in charge.
It'd be
with-
Regal's one.
Regal
of them.
would definitely still be
One
running
of them.
NXT.
Oh, yeah.
Regal would have came out on Raw and be like, War Games.
He would.
All
And,
day.
yeah. So
All day.
anyway, that's coming. I knew it was. I don't really have much to say.
I
this
don't
is like
either.
7 months past due. Like this guy should have been champion a long fucking
time
time
ago.
ago.
I'm just excited that there's a new interim women's champion.
So Tony Storm lost to Jamie Hayter, so there's a new interim champion.
That's cool.
We have Mr. Khan back on after the holidays.
Yeah, we do.
I love having multiple champions. That's great.
Thunder Rosa. I was called her Ponderosa. But Thunder Rosa is
I do miss Ponderosa.
Thunder Rosa is still the actual women's champion. Then Jade Cargill is the TBS women's champion.
She's undefeated.
And then Samoa Joe won the TNT title from Wardlow.
That's cool.
So now he's the Ring of Honor TV champion.
Speaking of people who
and
still
Jericho
and
his.
the TNT champion. And Chris, so
Jericho retained
all the
his.
former WWE guys now have Ring of Honor titles. For a company that still doesn't exist yet.
Cheers to Samoa Joe.
All right, I'm done. So what do you guys want to do first? Look, I'm thankful AEW's like, I'm thankful we're done talking about it. All right. Do you guys want to do picks first? Or our top
either
5
one's
shit
fine.
first?
Yeah, I don't really care.
Either one. Whichever one.
Whatever.
Either one.
Nope, we got Ace JP Words. That's not Worlds.
Hey,
Words.
who the fuck's watching?
Hey, what's up, brother?
Hey, Sai, do you want us to fucking do our picks first or our top 5? Somebody make a decision. We can't
Make
do
a
it.
decision. We can't
We will
do
sit
it.
here and wait.
Let's
We'll
do
TikTok.
TikTok, motherfuckers. Let's do our top 5 first. We'll do
What
Survivor
about the
Series.
fans?
We'll do the Survivor Series
All
at
right,
the
fuck
end.
the fans.
I mean,
We'll lose them.
I mean, if they don't like us, fuck them. I mean,
All right, so
They
before
gotta
we get
click
to
out.
our regularly scheduled programming, Chuck heard the worst promo by Tony Khan, another one.
It was terrible.
So there's
Ooh, that's rough.
Tony Khan and his giant pile of cocaine. Him hugging Claudio Casanova or some kind of astronaut.
fucking Cesaro.
Scissor me, Daddy Oos.
Oh, that's creepy.
And still the best meme I've seen so far about Usi. And make sure to go out December 18th and buy AEW Backstage Assault for PlayStation 1, starring 7 people that are not employed with the company anymore.
Yep.
Oh, before we do go, all right, it's best of 7 thing. Chuck didn't believe me.
I didn't know what you were talking about.
I wish I didn't believe.
And then you
So-
explained it, I was like, that's really bad.
It's really bad.
All right, so since the Elite have been gone,
Yep, forever.
I guess Tony Khan thinks that we need 7 matches between them
Ooh.
and the fucking Death Triangle.
What is
So
this
it's a
shit?
real
This is
thing.
It is. Yep.
Real.
He announced
So
it.
match 1 was at Full Gear. So the Death Triangle won. Match 2 is tomorrow. I'm so used to doing Wednesday nights.
Sure.
It's tomorrow night. And then match 3 is next Wednesday. Match 4 is 2 weeks from there, December 14th. Match 5 is at Winter is Coming is where match 4 is. Holiday Bash is where match 5 is.
Wow.
New Year's Smash. So 3 straight special dynamites.
New Year's.
I put this
Smash.
in my article too. I was like, if they don't name something like Snake by the Lake or something stupid as fuck like that, that's exactly how I worded
That's
it.
annoying as crap.
And
right
then December 28th at New Year's Smash is match 6
New Year's
if
Smash.
necessary,
Wow, that's-
and match 7 is January 11th on Dynamite if necessary.
there. Wow, that's
So
that's
if you
boring.
miss Kenny and the Young Bucks,
That's going to be necessary.
they're fucking backing and they're going to be on your TV every fucking week.
Real quick, before we move on from AEW, I'm glad you brought them up because I already forgot about them because they're so worthless. But I did see somebody else sent me because I love me some Supernatural and I like me some Carry On Wayward Son.
They
from
use that entrance.
Kansas, and they did that entrance, and I watched it. This is the fucking worst. Why does
I like that song, and I don't like the fact that Young Bucks are the ones using it.
that's what I'm saying? Like
Ew,
that
yeah.
song is if you're gonna
Oh, and they will be using that going forward.
Oh, God.
no
Tony Khan paid big money for that. So Tony Khan spends more money on like cocaine and people's music rights than like most people spend on their
Yeah.
Dude,
mortgage.
that's what I'm
Right.
saying. Like for one, that song is synonymous with the Winchesters from Supernatural. And I'm not trying to like be a fanboy about it, but seriously, that song's already been, one, it's a classic song on its own, and then it's been for those guys since 2004, I believe when it came out, maybe 5. And then why is AEW? I'm not even trying to talk shit about AEW, but I hate it when wrestling companies, primarily AEW, because they're on TV every week,
Yep, every week.
they
Yep.
can't make their own music. They have Wild Things, which has been shit since the 90s.
Yep.
Now we got Carry On, which I love the fucking song. Why are they coming out to it? They did the Mortal Kombat shit that one time. I can't get over that. It's been years. I still can't get over it.
Street Fighter.
It's terrible. Like if you have to find a song that's on the radio, like, oh, that's gonna be my song now. You have zero creativity, in my opinion.
Exactly.
Everything that involves other people's shit, including Winter is Coming, including all these stupid fucking names that are from other things. And not to talk shit about Chris Jericho, but he likes to take a lot of shit too from like The Office and other things.
He does.
So it's like if you can't like, there's one thing of taking things and making it your own. That's not the case here. And it's really just, I want to take that and it's going to be mine now. And then people are going to think of me of it. No, they're not. And it's really uncreative, especially Wild Things. That's the worst. But Carry On just pissed me off. Like, I saw that, and some people said, oh, I got goosebumps. It was so crazy. God. It was so crazy. Really? I got goosebumps when that song played on the finale of Supernatural, where it belonged, where it was built for 15 fucking years. Also, I played that song in high school before Supernatural even came out. So be more creative than that. Make your own music, primarily with WWE. That's one thing they get right for the most part, is they create their own music for that wrestler, for that character, and it fucking works. As Cy would say, it's generally a fucking banger when it works. And so we have all of these fucking songs that are just on the pop radio on AEW now. That's not creative. It's not making me want to watch you. It's fucking silly. But that's just my personal opinion on music.
Fix it.
I mean, just make music. That's
exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, or find like B-sides things or things that's just not on your typical. If I go to 104.7 right now, it's gonna be on there. Yep. That's not creative. It's fucking silly. It's not. Ooh, that gives me goosebumps. I get these young Jack Bucks coming out to Mortal Kombat music or Mortal Kombat outfits, trying to be doing Super Kick Party every fucking week.
Every week.
Yep. It's not. It's not cool.
This is about Chuck.
Dude, I solely wrote 30% of that article for you.
I believe it.
She's like looking over at me and I'm giggling. She's like, what are you laughing for? And I was like, Chuck's going to love this.
Chuck's going
I name drop Bebe.
Nice.
I don't name drop you. You never see it.
Sure.
I name drop Bebe twice. I was like, well, Bebe will love this. I called him Bebe. So like, nobody's going to know.
Articles more than you think.
No, I know you read them. But like, you're not like, hey, bitch. Because sometimes I'll say bad stuff and you're just like,
I laugh. That's funny.
No, but there's part of it. Like reasons 3 and 2 are for you.
Nice.
Reason 1. Fuck you, AEW fans. It's for you guys. And I call all of you out by name.
You spoiled John Moxley on AEW
too. My number 1, you're going to be like, God damn it, Josh. All of them are good. Like the 5th, 5 and 4, you're like, oh, you're going to be like Logic.
Sure,
3, you're going to be like, was he sober? Yes. 2, you're going to be like, okay. 1, you're going to be like, that's Josh.
That's Josh.
But it's good. Dude, it's every fucking part of it's like I typed like a fucking short story. And
passion.
All
of it.
I
like it. I like it.
Bebe gave me the idea. It's a very good idea. And he said he's going to play off of it.
That's cool.
That's nice.
And like do his 5 because he was like, how are you going to narrow it to 5? And I was like, dude,
that is tough.
He's like, there's so many things that'll be different since Triple H is in charge. Like Keith Lee probably be champ, like a champ. He'd be a mainstay on the rock. It's coming out. I promise you guys, it'll get there.
I'm excited to read it.
But let's do our top 5. Me too. I got them in order, so I'll start.
Fucking Carry On pissed me off. I tell you.
All right, so I'll start the top 5s, and one of you guys can start first on the predictions because I have the pictures in order.
Oh, there you go.
Number 5 is something that me and Ben are both very thankful for every fucking year, and I'm putting her in. It's Alexa Bliss, and check her out. So
for you people that can't are listening only.
Oh God, you found pictures.
So
they are very good pictures.
Like I said, my top 5 is a direct rip off of my article, so I guess I rip off myself. But this article will be out on Thanksgiving.
You can't get sued that way.
Yeah, this article will be out on Thanksgiving, and the picture in the article is much sexier than this one.
Oh my!
Just so you
Lord,
guys know.
I'm not surprised.
Oh no, I got her upside down on the stairs. I got
pictures.
that picture.
All right.
Oh God!
Oh, you should see what I retweeted on the way here. Anyway,
I
put my sister's life in danger. Look at Alexa Bliss pictures on Twitter, and I'm not ashamed of it.
He did.
But yeah, Alexa Bliss,
I'm not surprised.
hottest girl in wrestling, Ohio's own.
Yeah, she's from
She married a one-hit wonder for some reason. I don't know.
He plays guitar. Right.
I mean,
guitar players are sexy.
Anyway, so we'll just transition to number 4. Look at her for 1, 2, 3. Okay, number 4.
Oh my God.
I mean, you can keep her up.
Triple H.
Oh my
Number
God.
4 is Triple H bringing back people that had no business being fired. So
Yep.
I got a few pictures. So there's him
Yeah,
and
I like
Gargano. For you guys, not audio only. Him with Hit Row. A picture of Cross.
Yep.
A Damage Control. I mean,
Absolutely.
Bailey was coming back anyway, but he
Sure.
did bring Dakota Kai and Io Shirai
Yep.
in. Among with Braun Strowman, Bray Wyatt.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the fucking list, dude, is just like he
It's
put
got-
Imperium. He just put the one guy with Imperium.
Yeah.
He moved Solo Sequoia and put him in the bloodline.
He
Like,
did, yeah.
why would you not put the one Uso in NXT in the fucking bloodline?
Right.
Like he just did little shit.
He did.
Pete
Hey,
Dunne,
yeah.
like he's like, you live with Butch, just make it, but be your own, be your old character. But
Mhm.
Butch, Pete Dunne's like, I kind of like it, even
He
though
does.
it took a little bit to stick. But
He
The
likes it.
character part was the problem. That was the problem because
yeah,
he was
because
doing
he
shit
wasn't
that's not
doing his
Butch.
old character.
Right.
But once he started doing his old shit, it's like, all right, it makes sense now.
So bringing back all those people that should not have been fired
Right,
is one
absolutely.
of the best.
Best
I'm
things
very
he could have
thankful
done.
for
I
that.
am too.
3 is going to shock a lot of you.
Uh-oh.
Tony Khan. So hear me out.
Okay.
Well, I need to see the just Tony Khan. All
Look,
right.
look at that disturbing picture. I can't look.
It's just
The
Tony Khan.
picture of him is stupider on the article as well.
I believe it.
I am thankful for Tony Khan because without him, I don't realize how lucky I am to have WWE. So like
Okay.
you turn like, and it gives me somebody to always bitch at. Like I have
Okay.
a segment because of him.
Yeah, you
He
do.
gives me a reason for the fire the reason that I love wrestling to keep burning because he's the like if I see him do so, like if he's out there let's say it's summer and he's out there mowing his grass, I'm probably not going to do that because he's doing it. Like he shows me how I should not behave as a grown man, even though he's not a grown.
But he's not a
He's not
even
a
man,
fully grown man
period.
yet.
He's not.
He's getting there.
He's the epitome of what a grown man should
Don't
be.
Yeah,
lie.
like-
Don't lie. If he's not
Like
even
he's
half
like,
one,
I'm going to do
so
cocaine. I'm like, I'm just going to drink beer. Like
I'm sure he can't handle.
I
that.
don't
I'm sure
need
he
to
can't.
snort shit and like
He probably can't. Well, we know he can't.
misrun my football team and my soccer team.
That's his dad's problem.
It's both their problems.
Exactly. He
That's
can't
fair.
run a company.
But
either.
He's like a
yeah,
Shane
I'm
McMahon.
thankful for Tony Khan because without him, I have
Nothing.
a little bit less to bitch about on this
Okay.
show each week. And
It's enjoyable.
he's an absolute cokeheaded dumbass.
Yep.
And
Yep.
Tony, I really appreciate you because without you, wrestling would just be good.
And you're-
Well, let's think about this now. Going the other direction, not to get off topic too long, but to go the other direction, what would have happened if AEW never became a thing back in 2019, but Vince still got fired or resigned in 2022? That means, Adam Cole might not have this long ass contract.
Yep.
MJF wouldn't be as big, but we still have access to these guys.
Did
who
you read
Vince
Adam
fired.
Cole? Did you read what
He's injured for a long time, right?
Jeez.
Maybe forever.
they rushed him back from a concussion? His career might
Yeah,
be over.
I saw
like
that.
his career might be
Oh,
over.
I saw
God.
that.
Good job, Tony.
Good job, Tony. Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
that happens.
I, didn't
I
even
mean,
know
you
that.
really don't want to rush you back from
Daniel
concussion.
Bryan
Yeah.
did that in WWE.
I mean, the Miami Dolphins do it, but
Yeah, I remember that.
anyway, Tony, I've seen enough of your face, so we're gonna move on.
So have we.
Yeah, he's
We've
the
had
worst.
enough.
All right,
We've
so-
had enough of that.
My top 2, NXT.
Okay.
So NXT finally has meaning again.
Yep, it does.
And what I mean is when Grayson Waller gets called up to Raw or SmackDown, he's going to be Grayson Waller.
Yep.
He's not going to be
Chad.
fucking Brodus Clay. like how he changes the gimmick. Like
Just leave it alone.
so NXT
It
actually
is.
matters again.
It
There for a
does.
while, it really didn't matter.
It did.
Outside of Bianca, nobody really
It did.
made a splash on the main roster.
Sure.
Nakamura did okay, but like they fucked up AJ Styles or Shinsuke Nakamura at WrestleMania. Like, how do you fuck that up?
They do.
But they
Yeah,
did.
They
They
did.
do.
Baron
Indeed.
Corbin, like
Mhm.
since the FCW days when the Shield and the Wyatts came up, that's when they quit fucking with characters. Like,
I
or
think
that's when they started.
2016 was the last class of uninterruption.
Yeah, like now it's
Mhm.
like, oh, you're great at wrestling, so you're going to be a manager now.
That's when that
Adam
happened.
Cole, we're going to shave your head, and you're going to manage Keith Lee,
Exactly.
Keith Bearcat Lee,
Very
Yeah.
good.
and
Yep.
Braun Breaker. Yeah, you've been a dominant babyface. We're going to turn you heel and put you in a cloak. Like that's the kind of shit Vince would do.
Yeah.
Right.
So NXT matters again, and like with this class of Waller, Hayes, Breaker, Cora Jade,
Mhm.
the chick with the big ass big tits, Nikita that's her, Lyons is her last name. I don't know her name.
I don't know.
Nikki
Dude,
Lion.
Her
Yeah.
finishing move is literally her doing the splits on her opponent's face.
It is. It is.
I would wrestle that.
I would too.
That's the Nash.
I would just lay
Have
on
to
the
be
mat.
that
I would Kevin Nash it. Click.
That's
But-
Nash.
There you go. Sebastian McKay,
Yeah, there he is.
You would be a maximum
LA Knight.
male model.
He will be a maximum male model.
You know, he
Oh,
was
that's exactly what
Sebastian.
happened.
Yeah, that's what he did. Like you're a great talker. You're a great wrestler. You have a rock-like persona about you.
Modeling.
Male model.
What a
Like,
joke that was.
Retribution. Hey, you guys are great in NXT. Put a mask on your T-bar. You're a great. We're going to name you T-bar,
T-bar.
and we're going to put you in Retribution.
I know what you're thinking. You want a full name, right? No. You're gonna have a fucking letter first.
With 4
Seabass.
letters. That's all you get.
Seabass, that's good. I forgot. Yeah, the male model. And Triple H comes back, and he's like,
No.
"You're LA Knight again.
Well,
Thank y'all.
we're going to kill the model
Thank you,
thing completely."
Triple H.
To be fair, though, he might be dead. I think Bray might have murdered him.
No,
on
he was at a
SmackDown.
house show last night.
Oh,
He
okay.
called Bray
Uh-oh.
a scared little bitch.
Oh.
So
All right.
he's not worried about
He's
it.
not dead. Okay.
I
that's
should have
good.
put
That's
on
good.
top 5 thankful male models as done.
And
So you put that.
transitioning to my number one, Bray Wyatt's return to WWE.
Yeah,
is
that's
my
on mine
number
too.
one.
Yeah, that's on
Um,
mine. Got happy to see
It's
it.
on everybody's list.
Yeah,
It's
but
in
it
different
is.
spaces.
Sure.
But his return, his story, the character development, we have no idea where this is going. But his shit with LA Knight's been good. His theme song still
Yeah.
gives me goosebumps. Code Orange, please fucking release the damn song.
Exactly.
Like,
please.
just
It's
let us
really
have
good.
it. Like, at least put it on Apple Music.
This whole storyline is better than Halloween.
Yeah,
is.
like, and I don't, and
Absolutely.
I don't know where it's going.
Absolutely.
I did not expect LA Knight to be where it's going, but
I
I'm
didn't
sticking
either.
by the
I like
fact
it.
if they do add LA Knight versus Bray Wyatt to War Games, I'm picking LA Knight.
I mean, I would hope you're right.
Because Uncle
that'd be a good
Hal,
development.
somebody's going to fuck with him. He can't just come out and dominate.
No, you're right.
Right.
Because
I agree.
it defeats the whole thing he's doing. He's like, I'm struggling. I don't know who I am. I can't
Sure.
release the beast. So he's either going to get himself disqualified,
Yeah,
which means he loses, or he's going to kick people's ass, and Howdy's going to be like, no. He's going to fucking pop up on the screen and say something, or one of these people of his group are opposing him. Like Bebe said, like, I don't think he's going to have a group. I think he's going to be fighting all these other people.
I think so.
One of those can interfere.
So far,
And LA Knight gets the win, and that catapults him up the charts.
Yep.
And then Bray's just like, and Bray just struggles for a bit.
Nah,
Then when
yeah.
Bray finally gets over that hump, it's going to be a huge deal.
I agree.
He's
Like,
gonna eventually
Vince McMahon
snap.
booking,
He's
yeah,
eventually gonna
Bray's
snap,
probably
yeah.
squashing
Yeah.
NXT people for the next 6
Right.
months.
And then he'll be
yeah.
fired in the 7th
Yeah,
month.
so like, he's like, oh, Bray, I don't know. We've invested 6,000 hours into you, but we're going to fire you. But that was my number one,
Yep.
is Bray returning.
I like it.
I dig
His return was great.
It was
and
great. Very
The
good.
White Rabbit, which they stole from AEW apparently because of
That's
the bunny.
funny.
That was hilarious.
That was
by the way.
funny.
And yeah, that's my 5.
I dig it. It's all good
Okay.
stuff. I want
Chuck?
to put Tony Khan on that list, but
I'm thankful that I have something to bitch about. Like,
that makes sense.
It makes
without
sense.
him, I don't really like. I can compare WWE to it. That he just does like it's best of 7. Like I can't wait to watch Snake by the Lake with the earthquake on December 8th. Like he does the dumbest shit.
What
That-
was the New
the
Year's
promo
one?
I showed you?
Yeah,
Like
that's
where
pretty
would you?
rough.
What would you do if
Yeah.
you never heard that? Like
Winter's
you would
coming.
never know what a complete shit promo is.
Winter's coming.
That winter
Winter's coming.
Such a
Then-
basic bitch.
What's
The holiday bash, then the New Year's bash.
New
Don't
Year's
forget,
bash.
he
Two
just keeps
bashes.
changing it. I can't wait for Valentine's Day bash,
Bash.
and then Labor Day bash, then cocaine
They
bash.
should have a clash at the bash.
Yeah,
Thanksgiving bash.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm surprised he didn't say it.
I can't wait till he comes out with starts doing WWE shit like at AEW No Way Out. But anyway,
He can't. He can't.
Well, that's
No,
probably copyrighted by now.
exactly.
I
He-
hope so.
And he
Anyway.
couldn't think. So
all right. So Chuck,
Vic
you
killed
are
it.
next. I have your shit next.
There
Let's
you
do
go.
this.
Let me delete mine.
I
and I'll
got
get
things that
yours.
I'm thankful for. It's
Let me-
pasta.
let me get
I
rid
do
of
like pasta.
mine.
I'm thankful for pasta. Oh, wrestling.
I gotta delete these pictures, or else I'll get them confused like last week.
all right.
Okay. So yeah, Chuck's top 5 things. So we'll start with his number 5.
All right.
There we go.
Secondary titles being relevant again as we
Bam! Not
got-
the
I
right
got-
belts, but it's the only fucking picture I can get.
I got that on mine too.
1080p.
Me too.
To
You
be
audio
fair-
listeners, you're welcome. You people watching live, fuck you, deal with it.
That's right. To be fair,
I like these belts better.
I do too.
I do too.
I
yeah.
do too. I want better. I do too.
You know, the U.S. title, I just can't. I wanted to like it. I just can't.
I do like it.
I mean,
I do like this
it's
title.
all
It's a
right.
little bulky,
It's bulky as fuck. Yeah.
but like I have that United States title,
Yeah, you
and it's
do.
amazing.
This one I just like better. I mean, I'm not saying the other one's garbage, but like you said, it's bulky. I just prefer this one. And the same
Original.
thing, yeah, original.
I am.
My
too.
favorite IC belt is the one that Randy Orton held. But this one's really good too. But doesn't matter. This number 5 is the fact that
Yep,
these
it is.
titles are finally being relevant again. I really liked Rollins on Raw when he was like, I think it was last week. He was like, why is this belt relevant again? It's because I'm holding it, and they're acknowledging the
It
fact
is.
that
They are,
he's
yeah.
only as good as the guy that holds it.
we got.
Absolutely.
We've talked about before. We have like 5 feuds going on right now for the IC
Yep.
belt.
And then they
Absolutely.
added Seth versus Lashley versus Theory, which
Theory,
we'll
yep.
get into at some
Yep,
point
we will,
about
yep.
Raw.
That
Sure.
was added. Yep.
But like there was a lot of cool shit that happened on Raw
Mhm.
with like that
Yep.
title means
So
a lot.
it does.
And you see what Gunther with the World Cup,
Yep.
and like
Mhm.
looks like Strowman
and,
might be.
and do you know what happens when this happens? Like for a long, long time, I'm going to go back and say since 2017, since Brock has been the champion, the forever champion, and now Reigns is the forever champion. That only works if we have other things that can make the shows relevant. And Vince didn't understand that. Triple H does. So I don't hate the undisputed title being part-time as much when these belts are
mean
relevant.
something, yeah.
And now we can actually main event Raw, main event SmackDown with feuds that matter with these. And so that whole, the golden belt, whatever champion that is only there for special occasions, it does not work when nothing else on the show matters. It does work when these belts are relevant. And you can just tell by translations.
Baskin said, "I'll give it to Gunther. He's done a great job with the belt." And he has.
Yes,
Can't argue
that's-
that at all.
I wasn't thrilled he ran from Strowman, but like I get it.
Yeah,
I
I
guess.
get
But, like,
it,
I don't know
yeah.
why he.
Yeah, it doesn't fit its character.
I do not like. Yeah, it does not fit his character, and I was
Yeah.
surprised they let him do that.
Right.
But it is what it is. That's
Sure.
one little. I'll let it go.
Sure.
But-
And see, that's why I'm Tony Khan. I look at AEW and I'm like,
Still
God.
worse.
Yeah, like, well, Gunther could like get squashed by him, and it still ain't bad as fucking Ponderosa's in the bathroom, and their interim
We
champions
got 4
already.
interims.
Yeah,
One.
and they lost the interim title already. The other 2 are scissor me, daddy.
What
Like,
the fuck is that?
I don't know what's
He-
going on. The only thing over in AEW is MJF and scissoring between men.
Yeah, I don't
So, like,
get it either.
Including Billy Gunn.
So the 2 most
Yeah.
over people in AEW are MJF and Billy Gunn. Like, that's a problem.
That is
But
weird.
anyway.
Ew.
I do think Billy's underrated. That scissor me shit's fucking stupid though.
It is.
Yeah.
Very annoying, too.
It's creepy. I don't like it.
It does.
All right.
It's like a Pornhub search.
Number 4.
I don't even remember, bro.
Bray
Oh,
Wyatt's
Bray
returning
Wyatt.
character.
Got that mine, too.
And then
Development.
and it's not only the return of Bray Wyatt, but that it's not the same Bray Wyatt. We have a whole new development now
Mhm.
because the guy is that creative. He can.
Yeah.
This is his 3rd gimmick.
He's that good, yeah.
So like I really like the fact that not only did he come back, he's not the Fiend. He's something else.
Yeah, we all thought he
Right.
we had all these
We did.
Yep.
we had all these notions of
He's
what he was
gonna
going to
the
be, and he's
Fiend.
none of them.
No, he's
Nope.
none of
He's
them.
been, and it's been better.
That's been
Like,
better.
awesome.
They're letting him use his mind, and this is going to be a slow burn.
Sure, and that's okay.
And like, I'm okay waiting 6 months for
I
this to
too.
pay off.
Yep.
Good things come to those who wait. Now, MJF not being champion for 3 years, that was kind of that didn't really pay off as much.
No.
I mean, I think they dragged that along a little bit. But like this, let this marinate.
It's all about
Everybody's like, we need a match. It's like, do you though? Like,
Right.
slow burns are bad.
like,
when
calm
it
the
doesn't
fuck
make
down.
sense,
Be
but-
glad that he's there.
Right.
Right.
Well,
And he's like the second best story in WWE.
He is, yep.
I mean, I ain't gonna hate on the bloodline, but
Right.
like, and at some point he will interject into
Sure.
that somehow.
He
But
will.
I
we
think that's going to be the big.
But we
payoff.
have to figure out who he is first.
Well, we
Yeah.
got to get the belts off Reigns.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's why you.
I mean, it's going to be a slow burn. He'll find
It's a
himself,
slow
and then
burn.
he'll
Find
go
himself.
back and he'll realize Reigns fucked me. Like,
He
that's
did.
where it started.
and they have a history since 2013.
Well, you remember he
They
took
do.
the belt off. Reigns came out. They made that pay per view. Remember, we had a pay per view. Then we had
Sure.
one the next Sunday,
I remember.
and it was made just for Braun and Brady to beat the fuck out of each other.
Yep.
And then Roman came down and won.
He
They've
did.
had so many matches since
They did.
2013.
Yeah, the Shield and
versus.
them, yeah.
I mean, so
The
like,
Wyatt family.
That's the matchup. They just have to keep those two apart for now.
and let this story develop.
And when they feud, Roman should not have the belt.
I agree.
I agree.
Bray should not be near
No.
the belt.
That was Vince's problem. Vince doesn't understand that this character didn't need the belt right now.
Yeah,
Right.
because
Um,
Bray Wyatt debuted August 4th of 2017.
When
At
Vince was probably getting a blowjob from a fucking Playboy bunny.
September 20 something. He was fighting Seth Rollins at Hell in a Cell.
Right.
Like 1 month
So-
after he debuted, they threw him right. Oh, this dude's hot.
Exactly.
Right in the top. Like, no. no.
Right in the
Uh,
title.
Vince,
So-
we know how you get around stuff that's hot. Like, calm
We
down.
already know
And,
that.
and this is going to that same point of, are Reigns, the championship's not in sight. He's doing his own thing. Let this shit slow burn. And that's what, so I'm not only thankful that Bray is back, I'm thankful it's different and creative. It makes me want to see what he's
Right.
doing next.
Yep.
Because now his promos are, I did like the Funhouse shit, but now these are different.
I still don't think that's over.
No, I don't either.
Like, they showed it like in a construction. He's still fucking with
Yeah.
Alexa.
Sure,
like,
sure.
Yeah, he's messing.
No,
That was
I
part
don't
of
think
my
that's
Alexa.
over at all, but like this isn't the same. It's not going right back
Yeah,
to the
they
same
didn't just
shit.
jump. Yeah,
Right.
I
Yeah.
agree.
And that's why I like it.
They're gonna make you want to see it.
Exactly.
Right.
If they gave it to you right away, people's gonna be like,
Yep.
man,
It's
same dumb shit.
Yep.
And now it's like, oh, the
It's-
Firefly Funhouse.
It's like in Halloween, man. Like the first half of the 2018 movie, you didn't see Michael with the mask, but when he finally put it back on, it's like, oh, there it is. It's the
Yep.
same thing. You can't do it right away. You got to
Right.
slow build towards.
And
it.
it'll get there.
It's gonna
It'll
get there.
definitely get there.
Take your time and it gets
As first reported by me last year, Bebe, suck it. I told you he would be healthy.
Yeah,
Kevin
Josh-
Owens is
Josh
back
did.
and look, everybody laughed. Oh, I said 8 weeks. He's
Josh
back, bitch.
did. You
He's
caught it.
back and he's in War Games.
And he's thankful. He's
First,
excited.
hey Meltzer, I messaged Bebe after this
You
was
did.
announced,
You
and
did.
he said your sources are better than Meltzer's. So damn right they
Josh
are.
caught it.
But
He
Kevin
did.
Owens is back, healthy, and
Ready to go. Ready to go
last
to
night on
war.
Raw, he's so good on commentary. He goes,
He is so good.
"Well, he's wearing knee pads, but they're not on his knees. So why the hell's he wearing them?"
I miss that. That's fucking funny.
And Graves is like, that's a great point. They're like he's just out there saying
he's,
shit.
he's having a great time.
One thing I noticed, guys. Now I'm not sure if everybody noticed this, but me with the keen brain noticed, and I can't tell you when the last time that somebody got the better of Roman Reigns on a Raw or a SmackDown.
Oh, he stunned him on SmackDown.
He stunned him.
And
yeah.
Roman looked. Well, you remember that whole feud?
That's what I'm saying.
Usos
cost
interfering
Owens
every time.
every
Yep,
fucking time.
Interference. Yep.
And I'm not even saying in a match. When's the last time that somebody took out Reigns
Um,
during a promo, during whatever?
Probably Clash. Drew, I think, got him with a
Drew,
Claymore.
that
That
makes
makes
sense.
SmackDown.
Sure,
But,
but
like,
it's
but
rare.
Drew's like at the level
Right.
of a KO.
Yep.
And that's a rare thing.
Yep.
And so this is the first time. You're probably right with Drew, but like this doesn't happen very often where
It
somebody
don't.
just
No,
takes
I
out.
mean,
Roman
but that
Reigns.
was one. I was like, when the fuck was that? Not like
a
October.
few months ago.
So like
Yeah.
once every 3 months, somebody
Mhm.
gets to like.
And
It's not often.
No, it's
It
not.
is.
Normally,
not
that's what
often.
the Usos and shit are for.
Sure.
Clean up his mess.
And you know,
Yeah, I'm so glad he's back. War Games would not
I
be
am
the
too.
same if
He
Riddle
fits right
or
in there
somebody
with
else
it.
is in that 5 spot.
He's gonna tear it apart.
so dude, Kevin Owens is probably. I mean, outside AJ Styles, he's ain't doing shoot. I mean, he's doing shit, but stuff I don't care about.
We'll get to him when we get to our
Yep.
predictions.
I can't wait to get to that part.
KO's my favorite
I
Kurt
like
wrestler.
KO.
And, you know, it wasn't the same shock of like the glass breaking, you know, but you can't really recreate moments like that. But to hear that music, it's like, and then
they made it seem so like
Reigns
They
sold
did.
it.
They
though.
were asking
They
everybody,
did.
like, is it Cross? Is it you? He's like, when it's me, I'll tell you.
I'll show you. I'll tell you.
And
I'll
then it's
show
like
you.
they're asking everybody, like, are you it? It's like, no. And it's
That's
like they made
funny.
it, like they really made it matter.
They
And then when he
did.
hit Roman's, the thing that Roman does best is like his facial.
He sold it.
Facial
He
He's like,
sold it.
oh fuck.
Yep.
Did.
And when's the
Now,
last
Remember when he told Sammy, he's like, your boy, what's up with
You
him?
need
Is
to
that you're
handle
still your
it.
boy?
Yeah, you
Sammy's
need to
like,
handle
"Ah." So like
Yeah.
that's where this
And KO
Yeah,
said, I still
yeah.
love Sammy.
he said it's my brother. And when they
Yeah.
looked at each other on Friday,
They did.
Yeah.
the fans were like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh, and I got goosebumps.
And that's
It's
what
like,
they were doing, gauging the
I'm
fans.
just looking, it's like, yeah, we
Because we
want to
know
see
it's
these
gonna
two.
go-
And
yeah.
When those two unite
Yep.
to be a tag team,
Oh, God.
Well,
it's
what?
gonna fucking blow
It's
gonna
everything.
blow.
It's going to be similar to when Triple H and HBK got back together in
Mhm.
2006.
Yep, absolutely. It's
They
gonna
beat the
blow.
fuck out of each other. They fought at 2
Yep.
manias,
They
one
did.
on one.
Mhm.
It's going to be similar.
Like, yes,
It's
perfect.
gonna blow.
And then
the roof off.
speaking to KO with Roman Reigns, when was the last time that Roman Reigns actually sold his facial expressions to
Right.
somebody? Like
Exactly.
even with like McIntyre, he's like, I'm not worried about McIntyre. With KO, he was like, yeah. So like they're really selling.
Everybody knows
Right.
KO's that guy.
He is.
absolutely.
He absolutely.
And with
is.
his creative freedom, and you can just tell he's saying whatever the fuck.
He does.
Dude, he's stone cold
It's
esque.
so much
See what I
fun.
did there, JR? Yeah.
I'll tell you,
He did. He did.
he's way more comparable to Stone Cold than John Moxley.
Absolutely.
is.
I agree with that
And
statement.
the fact that Stone Cold was willing to fight him at Mania, and the last
Yeah,
time
Oh,
he
see, I
did.
forgot about that already. I didn't
He
even-
did.
that was an accident.
and the last time that Moxley had an interaction with Stone Cold, he creeped him out on his podcast.
Ooh.
I'm just saying.
I
Stone
do-
Cold said
I
that
do
was the
remember
worst
that.
interview he's ever done in
Ooh.
his
Ambrose
podcast.
not a very good talker.
No, and he still isn't.
He's not
on
the
anything.
best. Not the best.
So 2 and 1 kind of go together,
Yeah.
but his number 2,
It's all about the game.
I got that one too.
Triple H taking over creative.
Yep,
Yep.
and I remember, I know what they are now. But yeah, so they are kind of the same, but they're also different because Vince was going to get fired no matter what, or resign because of his sex
See,
shit.
his documentary comes out December 13th.
I'll watch it.
It's on Fight TV. I'm gonna subscribe for the free
Just
week
have
and
the
watch
free-
it. Yep.
Uh-oh.
Watch it, then cancel.
The same. I'll do the exact same thing. But you know, so obviously, this was going to be gone no matter what. But the fact that Triple H was the one to take over, I'm not sure why. I'm sure there's, you know, we all kind of
Well,
assumed
we've been
it.
clamoring for it for
Right.
years.
CM Punk even brought
My
it up
understanding is
10 years ago.
Stephanie's like over everything now.
She is
and like
now.
this is one
Sure.
of her choices.
It was
So-
really, I mean,
It makes sense.
it totally
It
makes
does,
sense.
it
The
does.
guy, he's been with the company since when did he debut? I know he left WCW. I think 95 is when he came in. I think I could be wrong. It's right there in the mid
Triple
90s.
H debuted 1995.
Oh, nothing but net.
Yep.
Uh,
There we go.
So you know,
he debuted with Owen Hart.
yeah, I knew that too.
Damn it.
But what does it matter? He's been with the company for a long, long time. It's been in his blood. CM Punk made the joke. He married into it.
He did.
And truly, I know he had a lot of shit from like the 2000s from, you know, burying people, blah, blah, blah. But the fact of the matter is there is nobody else that really knows the business. Because unlike Vince, even Triple H was a competitor. Vince never
Mhm.
was.
He's been in the ring.
So
He knows. Yep.
Vince only knew one aspect of it, which is really good out there for a long time until his brain rotted out. But, you know, it is what it is. Triple H is still in his prime when it comes to his brain, and he has all of the knowledge. He's full circled knowledge.
He is.
So I'm not only glad that Vince left, I'm glad that Triple H was the one to take over, because there could be other people that'd be way
Right.
worse.
Mhm.
You know, just because Vince, just
A
because
lot
Shane,
worse.
you see him we were at the
Fucking
Rumble.
fact.
And
We
he
were
was
at the
backstage
Rumble.
going fucking nuts.
I bought
exactly.
his shirt.
I'm gonna throw out Brock. He threw out KO.
He threw out KO,
and
and
he
KO,
wanted to throw out Brock Lesnar.
He
and I
did.
loved how KO was like, I got eliminated apparently.
Yeah, like
He did.
KO's a fucking treasure.
I
We
love
don't
him.
deserve.
So
dude.
just think about that. So not only, you know, this is a whole separate thing, because it could have been Shane. It
Mhm.
could have been what's the guy, the other business partner that's kind of new.
Nick.
It could be Nick Khan.
Nick Khan. Nick
And,
The
you know,
real con in
Right.
sports entertainment.
So you know, so it could have been all these other scenarios. Triple H is the one
you're
who
right.
needs to be here.
Absolutely. Yep.
You know, we got Shawn Michaels
And I
on next
give
NXT.
yes.
We
Yep.
got Triple H
He's done a
on
great
Raw.
job,
We
yeah.
are where we need
You
to
got
be. to be
Sean and Road
successful.
Dogg and NXT building that up. Triple
Damn
H
right.
building
Great
up the
job.
main roster, and
Yes.
everybody's like, there's still people on his ass. It's only been a few months, dude.
Give him
And
time.
like this poor guy inherits it the week before SummerSlam.
Yeah.
And what does he
Biggest show of the
do?
year.
He makes who here was excited for Brock Roman for 9? Anybody?
I couldn't.
Was it
couldn't
not
care less.
better
care
with the
either.
fucking tractor thing?
definitely
It
helped.
was much more
It
enjoyable.
was very
correct?
Austin McMahon.
It was.
And
Yeah.
who booked that?
Triple H.
Because
Damage Control came back.
attitude
It was
era.
amazing.
It
Every
was.
match on that card was
It was
good.
amazing.
Cardiff was really good. Crown Jewel was the highest grossing
And
international
we've
event
never,
in the history
and that never
of
happened.
WWE.
I was
Ever.
really good at it.
You know
You
what I mean?
were. Chuck was good at it. He ain't forget about
WWE's
it.
been around for how long? That's the highest.
Yep.
That's a big deal.
That's
That's telling you something.
That's a big deal.
Like,
so-
that's a very good accomplishment for 3 months in.
That is.
Absolutely.
So think about this with his business, with his background with the company too. So he's taken. This is argumentative as well, but the Attitude Era was a huge moment for
Mhm.
wrestling. That
Yeah.
made it got everything.
Absolutely. It
People loved
catapulted
it.
everything.
Now there's a lot of shit to it too that
Mhm.
we all kind of forget about because of nostalgia. But Triple H he's knowledgeable enough to understand the fact that we can take the good shit from the Attitude Era, implement it with
Well,
the
he's
current
been
era
in
of
both
wrestling.
eras.
Right.
Like, he was in the Attitude.
He's
Then
taken
he was when like the John Cena era.
The
He was, yep.
what do they call it? The ruthless aggression, and then the PG.
Attitude, yep.
So he's taken the best of all of this and put it into
Put it
one
all
thing.
together. Yep.
And that's brilliant. And he understands that where Vince was kind of surrounded by his own people, he's
Yes,
kind of
man.
out of reality a little
He
bit.
was. Yeah.
And Triple H isn't. And that's why we're really curious how their Thanksgiving is going to look this year.
All right.
Will you pass me the peas, or do you want to re-sign fucking the Undisputed Era?
Where's Cross's gladiator mask?
Oh, I hope that match. Oh, if fucking Cross and Drew does good this weekend, bitch. Like,
Where's his mask at?
who's that mystery opponent?
If
Fucking another NXT reject.
I
Like,
can't believe you fired Bray Wyatt. That guy argued with everything I fucking
you
did.
hired Bray Wyatt. That was a bad.
Who's LA
The stock's
Knight?
up 30%. Embarrassing.
He's going to argue with you. He's not going to say yes.
Oh boy.
But yeah,
That's a-
dude.
that's a
So yeah,
tough
so it kind of goes. Your
It
number
does.
one is
And then it goes
Vince
in.
McMahon steps down.
Yeah.
So during misconduct investigation, Friday, June 17th,
He has a detail,
2022, the wrestling
did.
world changed.
My
Yeah, it did.
favorite part of this whole thing, when that shit got out, like what, May? He came out every night on Raw and SmackDown, like, welcome to SmackDown.
He did.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
did. Yeah.
Trying to show his dick off, and then the shit came out, and he's like, "Oh, I showed my dick off too much."
Too much.
Then he had a fucking
Media
bounce.
HLI,
Yeah, dude.
buddy.
Wait, his dick came out?
That made me laugh. There's just some people that did, and that fuck
Oh,
this guy.
no.
Like I mean, obviously,
Well,
I've done this. I'm not gonna say I would never. I'm not gonna like shit
Right.
talking forever, but I'm glad he's gone because I've been talking shit about him
Right.
since probably 2016. I think I started getting sick of it, and the product has absolutely gotten better.
Yeah, that's
And we all agree that he made wrestling what it is.
Yep.
He was a brilliant man with this company for a very long
Absolutely.
time.
Yep.
But 2016, it started to go downhill.
Mhm.
2017, there was signs of getting better here and there, but overall, it was just a rolling pile of we're
Mhm.
making more money, sure,
Yep.
but the product's getting worse and worse and worse. And Triple H is understanding the fact that they're both important. Money's important, absolutely. That's what the world goes around.
Yep.
But quality will get you more money. So let's not settle. They're billionaires, obviously, where Vince is a billionaire. So let's not just settle with that. Maybe maybe we can be better. Let's
Mhm.
keep the show going full circle. And I'm sorry, fuck PG. That's boring television.
right.
And Triple H understands that too. So 14 is where it's at. That makes your best quality. That's what gets you your most money, in my opinion.
Mhm.
That's just him being gone is the best thing for the company. Triple H being the next in line is the next best thing for the company.
Absolutely.
Because it could have been worse. It could have been Shane.
Yeah.
like Josh
And when
said.
NXT people debut on Raw and SmackDown, they have their actual name. They don't get changed. They're
and
who
the
they
NXT
are.
2.0 scared me
Look,
a little bit.
H gets it, man. He
He gets it. Yeah.
his ego, because there's a lot of ego in this business, obviously, in any
Mhm.
business, really. Triple H, I feel like who got so shit on for his ego back in the 2000s when he was champion. I think he's putting his ego aside a lot
He
here.
is.
He is.
And
he
he's
is,
like his whole thing, and he said it in interviews. If people are talking about you, I'm interested. Fuck yeah,
Right.
I don't care what my
Absolutely.
opinion is. Like he's even talking about CM Punk. He's like, I mean,
Oh,
if
geez, yeah.
it would work,
He said,
I
I'm
would.
never going to say no to anything.
Right.
He's
Right.
going to break it down, take every angle
Right.
of it, and if it works,
Try
cool.
to make work something of it.
It's
yeah.
don't do that. But anyway,
But
Yeah,
yeah, Triple
I-
H, you're a smart man. Don't associate with
I mean,
that.
we all agree that CM Punk's kind of burnt out at this point. He
Yeah.
can't handle it
Tony
anymore.
Khan would.
He just can't. I like CM Punk. I really do.
Tony Khan would say that. Wouldn't he?
His brain can't handle it for whatever reason.
He just has a big ego and just needs to go away.
I mean, I agree. Like, I really like him. I like his mouth. I think he's not that way,
Great.
but I like the way
He's a
speaks.
great
likes the way
talker.
his
He's a
mouth
great
moves.
talker. He's a great talker. Okay, we'll say that.
It came out wrong.
I want to message Baby. I got to figure out how to YouTube clip that part. I love his mouth.
I love his mouth. I don't want to
I
look
like his
at
mouth.
I
No,
swear
if you
his
guys
wife
didn't know,
does too.
Chuck went from Miller Lite to whiskey tonight.
Also a change.
It's Jefferson's. Not really a change. It's,
I can't wait to watch this video back.
Yeah, it's not a change. He didn't do it.
It's a
He
different
normally
name.
waits till we leave.
That is true.
but
Why
that
not?
being said, you all know what I mean. It's just a deliverance. I like his interview skills.
He talks the way he talks. There we go.
Okay. Well,
But he needs to do less of that. now.
Unfortunately, his brain, his he just can't handle it
That was
anymore.
awesome. I didn't say it.
all right.
That would be a good fucking screenshot, though. I agree with you, or whatever.
I can like to
Yeah,
watch the
clip
video
it.
back.
I love his mouth. It just played over it. See how many views it
I
gets.
will. I'll
I
video.
like seeing
I'll
both
rewatch
now,
that
Oh,
video.
dude, you should see some videos that I have of. She has of me, and I'm like, we're not sharing that.
It's
I'll have to
awesome.
video this one.
All right, Yvonne.
Mine. Yep.
Number 5.
I have a lot that you guys have. A lot.
Bray Wyatt returning.
Yep. Love it. Not really going to cover much of it. It was
Yeah, we
awesome.
gotta-
Entrance,
That was a
Caramel-
unanimous.
Yeah.
character development, everything. More interested to see what he's going to do. And can't say enough how much we love Bray Wyatt. Can't stretch it enough. He kills everything he does, and he's so creative.
Absolutely.
And everything works that he does.
Well, your number 4 is something neither of me and Ben had.
What?
The
I have a-
women's division.
I have a lot of women's stuff.
Which makes
The
sense.
women's
Yep.
divisions are. I should have put divisions.
Yep.
Whatever. I went to Middletown. The women's divisions are loaded with talent
Yep.
with all the
Yeah,
signings. And I got pictures.
Yeah, we've been talking about the last couple of weeks on the show. The women's division's been getting a little not dead, but using the same people and over. It's getting stacked with NXT talent. You
They're
know,
using different people.
thanks to
There's
Triple H.
Candice LeRae.
Look at him being respectful, barely touching the women, unlike Vince, who makes them do doggy style in his office. I love it.
Yeah, so that's Candice LeRae
Yep.
and Andy Hartwell, who you'll see soon because she's probably coming to the main
She's
roster
coming
very
soon.
fucking
Very
soon. She's
soon.
very good.
Very
That's
good.
Dexter Loomis's on-screen wife.
Yep.
That was a big thing in NXT because Austin
Index,
Theory was a part of
Index.
it.
Yep.
Yeah, they were
Nice.
called Index.
Index.
And like they were like, does anybody want to object?
Object,
Say
yeah.
that or hold your peace. Loomis opens it and he has a fucking axe in his jacket, and everybody's like, one guy was like
Like easy, dude.
I don't know.
he opens it and it's
Easy.
like he just looks at him and it's like it was
I
amazing.
guess it's going smooth. I don't know.
Dude, Gargano, Theory,
yeah.
Hartwell, Loomis, the way
They're
that was
gonna
a
be
great
they're gonna be
faction.
back at some yeah.
They will.
At some point.
You see how they went away from Theory Gargano really quick?
Yeah, they did.
Triple H was like, "Yeah, that
Let's
match probably
not-
needs to wait."
Wait
Yeah.
for a while.
It's a good way to introduce him, but
Yeah.
whatever.
Sure.
Sorry, Yvonne, go ahead.
No, you're fine. As a fan, women's division, it's
But it
you
is
know,
loaded
It
now.
is loaded, and it's fun to watch. Women's divisions.
So
be
what was it?
used-
Damage Control.
Damage Control,
Mia
yep,
Yim.
yep.
Candice
Candice
LeRae's
LeRae,
back.
Yep.
They brought back Bailey.
Emma's a new
Emma's
one.
back.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's see who else.
I think Sasha and
Sasha
fucking
and
Naomi will be back at
Yep.
some point now. I think it's more
Mhm.
likely than it was before.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Oh
It's a-
yeah.
it's
I think
just-
so.
Then when Vince was there, I think they were done. Now
They're just-
Triple H is there.
They're just. I get irritated.
Or Raquel
It's-
Gonzalez.
Yeah,
or
Raquel. Yep.
Yep. I mean,
Raquel.
all
Shotzi's on there.
Shotzi's fighting
Shotzi.
Rousey. Like
Right,
that wouldn't be
that's a
happening right
different
now.
one.
Yep.
Yeah, it irritates me with women's wrestling. They use the same people over and over,
We
and
were
I was
seeing
getting
the same
irritated over and over again. Now there's fresh people,
New blood.
fresh new blood.
Until Charlotte comes back.
Woo.
Josh, he says countdown start.
Oh, dude,
Triple H is being nice.
that's
but
a dick.
it's just more enjoyment to watch this because it's stacked on both shows, and even NXT when they
I agree.
come
The
up.
NXT Women's Division is very good.
It's just
You
exciting
have Cora Jade coming up.
because, like Josh said, Ronda and Shotzi, we never
Toxic
seen that.
Attraction. Like
Toxic
Mandy-
Attraction,
a
my
rebuilt
favorite
Mandy
girl.
Rose,
Yeah.
who's the longest reigning women's champion in
She's
the
the
history of
best.
NXT
She's
now.
Yeah,
She
she's
passed
awesome.
Asuka
Yeah,
and Ripley
she's huge on
and
NXT.
Sasha and Bayley. Like
Wait till she moves up.
Mandy
She's
Rose
gonna be
is
huge.
hot shit now. She's
Yeah.
always been hot.
Sure.
Oh, dude, her too. Never mind. I'm very thankful for
She
her
changed.
Toxic
She
Attraction.
changed her whole
Because her
gimmick.
two girls
yeah.
with her.
Runner up.
Woo!
Yeah, you like Gigi.
Gigi.
That's what Doyle.
Gigi, call me.
Josh loves her.
Whatever Darby Allin couldn't satisfy, I can. I don't skateboard. I'm a real man.
Oh, did they break up?
Was
yeah,
she
they
with
were
him?
married.
Oh, were they?
Oh,
Really?
they divorced.
Yeah.
She
All right.
could have done.
He went to
better than
AEW.
him.
She's
My-
like, I need a man with a serious job.
My voice just
I
cracked like Tony Khan. It's like,
Oh, AEW got him.
Ew,
All right.
ew.
oh, she's divorced.
Darby Allin. Ew.
All right.
Okay.
Number 3.
Never mind.
Oh, she's like, she doesn't just. I know Darby's
Same-
watching.
Same thing as.
Yvonne does not think you're attractive. Sorry.
Sorry, just speaking the truth.
He's Sting
The
on Wish.
yeah, the skateboard's too much. But
Yeah.
that's okay. Same thing as Chuck. Won't talk much
The
about
IC
it.
and US titles
It's just
being a
another
plan.
Tensies.
another thing that irritates wrestling fans and us. Titles ain't used being correctly, and you can watch wrestling a long time ago. They're being used right. it's just more enjoyment when
Well,
titles.
they used to catapult you
Yeah,
to the
they
next
used
level.
to.
They
Yeah,
used to.
And I think they will. I think they're going to.
and now they're
I mean,
being
Seth's a main
used.
eventer. I can't wait to see Gunther in the main event scene.
It's just people that have these titles.
I think Gunther's
matter.
going to be champion for a long time.
I think so too.
He might be the next Reigns.
I think so too. It's just it's
I mean, he
fun.
held the UK title for like 3
Forever.
fucking years.
He did.
Right.
So,
He did. It's just fun to watch titles that deserve more and they're getting it.
That's
Being used
another
right.
thing.
Yeah.
If Triple H was in charge, this ain't part of my article, but if he was in charge 3 years ago, do you guys think NXT UK would have went under?
I mean, I don't think so.
Probably
I think
not.
that was Vince's decision.
I
I
think
do
so
too.
too.
I mean, that was
I
Triple
do.
H.
Triple H put a lot of resources out
Triple H wanted to have like a world. What do they call
Worldwide,
them? What,
yeah.
what do they call like the territories? He wanted to have like a WWE territory.
Triple
there.
H
He
probably
wanted
would
to
have
do
fixed
UK,
that. Yeah.
Asia, like he wanted to cover all
Yep.
of Japan.
He
Like
wanted
Vince didn't
to,
understand that. He
Vince
did.
is like, I don't want to be worldwide.
Right, he didn't.
USA.
He was like, no, we're worldwide, but we're all in the same branch.
He's still
Like, he
living in the
didn't
old
get it.
era.
He said,
Yeah,
I'm not
he
into
did.
Japanese chicks.
He's like, I
staying
put-
in America.
I put that shit out of
Well,
business.
Don't tell Oscar that. They got Oscar.
I
Oh,
put
sorry.
territories out of business, motherfuckers.
If I want to sleep with a Japanese chick, I'll call Kairi Sane. She's a pirate.
And she'll do it for $3 million.
Oh God, no.
I have a thing
That
for
was that,
pirates.
that made sense.
Jesus Christ.
That
I
actually
can't
makes-
not make fun of Vince for doing
I know
that.
it's hard not to because you're right.
All right, sis, your number 2. The women's tag team titles
Titles I've
have
said.
meaning again.
Titles I've talked about a lot on this show. Tag team titles. I was excited when they got them because they have too much talent to not use. I just don't like to throw teams together, but a lot of them make sense. Oh, like Alexa and Nikki did for a while, but they actually have
I mean,
meaning.
since Triple H came in.
Yeah.
What was it? Who had him when he got here?
Um,
Nobody.
Nobody.
The
they-
tournament. Goddamn, it's right in front of my face.
Tournament.
Yeah, so there wasn't champions.
I was excited. They were in Toxic Attractions
Well,
in this
they-
tournament.
They
Yeah.
quit.
Yeah, they did. Yeah,
So my bad.
yeah.
So then Raquel and
They were
Aaliyah
vacant.
won,
Yep.
who we nobody thought they were going to
Aaliyah,
win.
yeah, that's
And then
another
Damage
Triple H.
Control,
Yeah, Aaliyah too. Yeah.
Oh, Aaliyah's so hot. Call me. But
One of my favorite things was this tournament, the tag titles. I'm like, like I said on the show, you're gonna have titles, make them meaning. I don't.
yeah, what? Don't just have them just to have
And a
them.
lot of these women's teams aren't bad now.
You know what they
especially
should have
Triple
done
H.
with the tag titles? They should have made interim tag team champions
Yeah,
until Sasha and
God,
Naomi
ugh.
come back. Oh wait, no, they just took the belts from them like adults and said, "Fuck you."
I'm pretty sure the
Ooh.
interim shit is probably what's it called when you copyright it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think AEW has complete
They
control.
went from being vacant to this tournament, which was incredible by Triple H, by the way. Amazing. All the matches were good. I mean, heck, Toxic Attraction was Natalia and Shayna,
We got to see
Sonya
matchups
Deville
we
was
haven't
in there,
seen
yeah.
before. Yeah,
Sonya, and hopefully we see more of her in the ring. She's great in the ring.
yeah, I agree. Sonya's
I hate to be this guy, but who were the current tag team champions?
Who were they?
who's the current tag team champions?
Who was it before?
Damage Control.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes
Oh,
sense.
yep. Yeah.
They won. Remember, they won them back a week.
They did.
They won them back at Crown
Alexa-
Jewel
That's
the
right.
same week they
Alexa
lost.
and
That.
That's right.
Oscar.
We made fun of that.
Yeah.
We
All
did.
right.
That was stupid.
Well, I mean, they did utilize Nikki
They
Cross to
did.
do it, but
We
like,
understand.
it still was weird.
Well, they
That was
lose it on
weird.
Monday. That's still. Yeah, I got
But
you.
thank you, Triple H. These titles mean a lot better. We were scared they were going to be garbage within
Well,
the
that
next week.
transitions to your number 1.
Yep, into Triple H.
Thank you, Triple H.
It's all about the
like
game.
we talked about.
Triple H taking over
He
creative
knows-
is Yvonne's number 1.
He knows the business inside and out. Been in the ring. He knows,
He's
they-
been through all 3 eras.
and he knows what's best for business. He really does.
Yep, and who knew that was just a story? That was
Yeah.
a gimmick years ago. Best for business. Now he's doing it,
And
Well,
that's
he
crazy.
and we used to boo him for that.
he lived through all 3 eras,
He
and now
did.
he's the 4th era.
He
He's
is.
making
Yeah,
his
that's,
own.
That's what's
making
going to be
his
called.
own.
It's going to be called the Triple H era, at least for a
Mhm.
while.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I believe that
The
completely.
non-sexual era.
That non-paid off
I
for
don't
3
think
mil.
it's-
era.
Safe workplace.
Well,
To be fair, if I had 3 mil, I might do the same
Yeah.
shit. Who knows?
Oh my lord.
But not in that creepy way, but like
But we're thankful for Triple
Well, you
H.
said the same
so-
way. I don't know how you do what he did, not a creepy way, but
just throw it out there, be like, just saying, and then they say no, no problem, and then they'll still
No problem.
they'll still win matches afterwards.
they go throw him right on WWE. Main
But
Event.
we're thankful for you, Triple H. Thank you for everything you've
we all
done.
that's a unanimous
Yes.
yes.
Yeah.
All right, that was really really good.
That
We had a
was
great
good.
list, couple
Yeah, it
of
was
things,
good.
couple of differences.
Difference. Yep.
You'll be able to read about mine again if that wasn't enough for you.
That's all. Hey
It's a very
man,
sexy picture of Alexa Bliss. It's worth a
Oh
click.
my.
that's
God.
enough is worth a click. But now,
Look
Jeez.
at them. Look at them. Like, why would you not tune into
See, look
NXT
at
at 8-7
even
Central
Mandy
tonight?
has the same color.
if I could
hair
whistle,
do.
I would.
She does.
I
But
can't.
and that leads us right into this coming Saturday night,
Yeah.
8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time,
Yep.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1 a.m. UK time. You can find Survivor Series,
Yep.
which is going to be featuring two matches I'm very, very excited about.
Mhm.
One is the War Games. 2 is the Women's War Games.
Yep.
So we get predictions, right?
There we go.
And this is the first time that the RSH Heavyweight Championship of the world is on the line. This is your first title defense. Are you nervous?
Nope.
Are you getting butterflies?
No, be confident. Got my red lucky shirt on.
Do the butterfly.
I'll be
Shut up,
confident.
baby. All right.
Going confident. Confident champion.
I'm coming for you.
I
Match
know you
1.
are. Everybody's coming.
Fuck.
I think he's coughing of excitement.
Seth fucking Rollins.
Freaking easy. It's still PG-14.
Oh, well.
Freaking.
Bobby Lashley and Austin.
Fix
fucking new Austin Theory. He's
The
still
new-
badass.
Lou Austin.
And
The
he
new
looked good
Austin,
again
I
on
love
Raw
it.
again.
Love
did.
his new chain. I love it.
So,
I like his attitude.
I love it.
you
he's so
guys have.
This one's actually pretty tough. I didn't come prepared.
I did for this one.
This one's tough. You go first then.
I got Seth.
You got Seth.
I got
You
Seth.
got him retained.
I do.
You know, I think I do too. I don't think.
Okay, I do too.
I think like Lashley. It's got to stay Seth.
Lashley
Time for
to
him
me-
to go to something
Lashley
else.
to me is the least likely to
Yeah,
win
I
this
agree.
match.
Yeah,
And
but-
Theory- I'm
it's too early for Theory.
It's either going to be Theory, Seth.
It's got to be
Fear
Seth.
Seth, yeah.
It's too early for Theory. His transition just happened.
I do wonder with all these like Seth's going out of his way to mention Cody if
Yeah,
they
he
don't
is.
wait till the Rumble for Cody to come back.
Cody.
It makes sense. Oh, we all agree that Ali is going to cost Bobby, right? Because he's
Probably.
fucked Ali
He's
again
fucked
this
him up.
week.
Yeah, so like
Theory-
I had Seth
Yeah.
and I was contemplating Theory, but
Yeah, that's
Lashley
tough.
feuding with Brock, I mean that's going to be the WrestleMania thing.
There
right?
you go.
Sure.
Yep.
Like I predict that Lashley's going to throw Brock out of the Rumble. And then
Yeah, he
Brock's going to
could.
get back in
Yep.
and throw Lashley out there and beat the fuck out of each other
Yep,
so they get
that makes
separated,
sense.
Makes
which
sense.
leads to them at Mania.
Makes sense. And it started at the last year's Royal Rumble that we saw
Yeah.
live.
Yep.
Mhm.
Or Lashley beat him with help from Roman.
Yep.
But yeah, I can't see Seth losing.
And
the
I
belt
can
yet.
see Seth and Theory going forward, fighting again.
Sure, that's not going to end. I mean, Theory just changed his character,
did.
so it's too early to put a belt on
They're
him.
going to take
Man,
Lashley
I think
out.
Lashley takes the pin too.
I think he needs to be
It
out
makes
of it.
sense.
He needs
Theory
to move
doesn't need to
on.
take-
because of Ali.
Yeah.
He needs to move to something else. He's had the title. You know, he's did a great job.
All
with
right.
it.
I thought we'd be different on that one.
No, we weren't.
Nah, I'm not.
All right.
Title changes don't happen that often these days.
They don't.
No,
Mm-mm.
I agree. Balor,
This was tough.
Style.
This was tough because this can go different ways. It really can.
My-
mine's
Balor.
short and sweet. I got
Oh.
Styles. He won an event in 3 fucking
I got
years.
Styles too because, and this has to end
Judgment
with
Day
the Judgment
has
Day.
won
Shit.
everything leading up to this.
And it's gonna
I got
have to-
Edge returning,
I do too.
costing Balor.
I do too.
Or he's going to just start fucking spearing the Judgment Day outside the ring. And then Balor's going to turn around, eat a clash, and then he's going to go after
Or
full-blown
Edge-
after Edge.
Or Edge's music.
Because he still
Yep,
owes Edge
He does.
from
He
them
does still owe
smacking
Edge.
his.
Or-
They concertoed his wife even after he said,
Yep.
I quit.
Edge owes.
Or-
Edge, yeah.
And like I said, 2
Yep.
weeks ago on Raw, they just happened to just show that footage.
They did.
be like, hey,
Coincidence?
Dink,
Not.
dink. It's remember this dumb. Like they
Yep.
don't show shit for no reason.
Or they play Edge's music and it's the Brood and it distracts Balor
Yeah,
and then Edge is out there beating up the Judgment
I
Day.
think Styles wins with interference from Edge.
Ed-
All right, I'm convinced. Styles it is.
I got Styles.
Styles has not won a pay per view match in 3
Our
fucking
guy
years.
needs to
It
win.
seems
Chuck.
longer.
He
It
needs-
seems-
And this needs to end with the Judgment Day too. And
Yeah, this ends the feud for me.
if Styles wins, it's over, and he's gonna move on
I mean,
to
it's
Edge.
been going on since.
Well, I
WrestleMania.
think Edge
And-
re-entering ends the feud so he can move on with
Maybe
Edge.
we will see Beth too. Maybe
Because I mean, Judgment Day still
maybe.
won this feud. They won every fucking match.
They're
except
great.
this
They're
one.
great. They
But-
really are.
This makes Styles get a night,
Oh, they
get a
lost.
much needed win.
They lost in the UK.
They
Did they?
They lost in the UK. Did McIntyre?
Oh, then they beat the
Brett
fuck out of
McIntyre.
them.
They
though.
did.
But yeah, those
Them?
guys. Mysterio. Yeah.
All right, well, I got Styles.
Our boy's got to win.
I got
So he's
Styles,
got to
too.
win.
Yeah.
Everybody going AJ Styles?
It's
Yeah.
Styles.
I thought the Bloodline might win. Not the Blood. I'm sorry. I thought the
You're jumping.
Judgment Day might win.
Yeah.
But you guys are making good points. So Styles it is.
That Edge factor.
All right. Shotzi and Ronda Rousey.
This is easy for me, really.
Yeah.
Ronda.
Shotzi.
Not because I won my
You got
belt because of
Shotzi?
her.
No.
Oh, okay.
Not because I like.
I
Because
was hoping you did.
Ronda Rousey's the reason why I won this belt, and I'm not thanking you, Ronda, for that at
It's
all.
like, damn it, Josh
I know.
ain't winning this
That's what
one.
I'm saying.
Josh, it's out.
She's the reason I won the belt, and I'm not thanking her either because I didn't need her. But yeah,
I got Ronda. I think Shotzi's going to show out and have her best
Oh,
showing
it'll
on
be
the
a
main
good match.
roster.
Sure.
And then
Shotzi's
she'll
gonna
get over without going over.
And as much as I hate to say it, Ronda's gonna have the belt for a while, and then it's gonna
Ronda's
say
going to have the belt to Mania.
Sure.
Charlotte's good. They're waiting for Charlotte.
Woo!
Charlotte's
There's
not-
nobody
I
else.
told you Charlotte's not fighting Ronda.
We all know the Women's Rumble is coming up in January,
But
right?
Charlotte,
I have no
I'm telling
idea.
you right fucking now, it's going to be Ronda Rousey versus Becky Lynch in Hollywood because that's what they wanted.
Well, that
Because
or
they never
Charlotte,
did
who
face
knows?
one-on-one after
They
that
didn't.
triple threat. and then it's going to be Bianca versus Charlotte because Bianca wants to take out all 4 horsewomen, and Charlotte's the only one she has not beaten yet. That's going to be your 2 matches.
Can go either way.
That makes sense.
Yep.
And they've already, no offense, there's nothing wrong with it, but they've done the black versus black thing the last 2 or 3 years. They can go back to not trying to make history now and just do regular shit.
Yeah.
Chuck Winchester's opinions do not fit the views of this podcast.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Black dogs matter.
So yeah, Ronda, Shotzi's gonna put on a great show.
All right, so I will type in. Oh, so damn, everybody.
And
Yvonne might retain. Nobody's fucking being
Baszler's
different.
in Ronda's
It always
corner
comes down
now.
to one.
Baszler's in Ronda's corner now. That would play a big factor.
Well,
as
fucked up our
so-
tiebreaker. Thank you, WWE, for fucking our
I know,
tiebreaker up.
really,
By the way,
I was looking forward to that one.
But-
Bacon pig.
Damage control.
This
Rhea Ripley and
this one's
Nikki
tough.
Cross against Bianca, Asuka, Alexa.
There's a
Mia
lot of
Yim,
theories
and
for
a
this
mystery
one.
person.
There's a
This
lot
one
of
is tough.
theories here.
So
certainly
first
is.
off, this person will be announced on SmackDown. Who do you got? You guys, we all think it's Becky.
It's going to be
Becky.
All right, I think it's going to be Becky as well. I think if Sasha was the pick, they would just have her come back in Boston because she's going to get a biggest pop at home.
But they kind of gave it away.
But-
It'd be
didn't
one of
they?
those things where they'd have to advertise her on it because she's been her controversy.
Right. I mean, Sasha would be one that you'd want the pop.
Mhm.
Becky, you're like, oh shit, Becky's back. I need to see this match. So it just adds to it. I think Becky's the person, and I think Bianca's team wins because you're not.
It's rare we have a mystery opponent where that team loses.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, and Bailey's lost every match with Bianca. It make no sense for her team to win.
keep losing.
If somebody on her team is going to win, because it was a really good match last night between Rhea and Asuka, it's Rhea. Rhea's ridiculous right now. And she's finally healthy. So
that's fair.
that was her first match in 5 months.
That's crazy. I didn't realize that.
She got that brain and she
Yeah.
had her.
I know
Something's wrong with her brain or something.
But good for her for still staying relevant.
Don't
without being able
forget.
to wrestle.
Do not forget. She won a fatal something way on Raw like 6 months ago to be the #1 contender. And they had her walk by Bianca and she's like, champ.
Yeah,
I remember
So
that.
remember,
Yeah.
they owe Rhea one.
they do.
But I got Team Bianca too.
I have to only because of the team, the
Yeah.
mystery partner.
I do too.
It's just rare that shit they lose.
I was
with-
going damage control. I was having Ripley pin Bianca.
But like they've lost a lot too, damage control.
yeah,
has.
yeah.
So it's like, Bailey and that crew deserves a win because they're still like main eventing this shit, but they
Mhm.
lose
But,
all
like,
the time.
I just feel like it's over.
And if they
this
put-
is the end
yeah.
of it. It has to be the
It's
end.
gonna have to.
If
end.
Bailey wins and she's like, I want another title shot. It's like
Sure.
we've done that 3 times.
We don't want to
already.
see the same thing over again.
So I agree. It's hard to go against Bianca. I honestly want Bailey's team to win. I think they deserve it, but you just can't with that mystery partner. It's just rare.
It's tough.
I agree. It's tough. The main event. I'm assuming the women's.
We
War
can't all be
Games,
the same for all of this shit.
We are. aren't we?
Bloodline,
Oh,
Oh,
man.
God, my shirt gives it away.
Brawling
but I'm
Brutes,
thinking,
KO, and Drew. Who y'all got?
Bloodline wins.
Bloodline.
I got Sheamus and crew.
All right.
This is where the disintegration of the bloodline starts. KO pins Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn takes the loss. Next Friday on SmackDown, Jay's go back, Roman, I fucking told you he's the weak link. Roman's going to be like, I don't know, Sammy. You better earn your stripes. You said you're going to win the World Cup. You lost. You said you're going to win the Intercontinental title. You lost. You said you're going to do this. You lost. You need to pull your weight.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Now I don't know these rules as well as you guys. Do all 5 guys not need to be pinned?
Yeah, I think it's just one.
This one.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Hold on.
I thought all 5 guys
Hold on.
had
War
to be
Games
pinned.
rules is the thing. Let me pull them up.
I was thinking
I almost
everybody
added
gets
it to this, but I was like, and we're not stupid. But apparently, we
I'm
do need it.
stupid. I don't watch
Okay.
it enough.
It's crazy.
Here, I got the rules right here.
Because Roman Reigns ain't getting pinned. Is what I'm saying.
That's why.
My
Okay.
opinion, Zayn's going to cost them.
All right, here
I
we
mean,
go.
not cost them, but
Here's the rules.
That's not.
2 teams will be contained in separate cages with 1 member starting. So Rhea winning, giving them the War Games advantage means when that clock hits 0, one of her members come in first. So it's some handicap at first.
Sure.
Then that's the advantage.
Like the chamber a little bit.
Yeah. So after 5 minutes, a member from the advantage team will be released to enter the match. After a 3-minute period, alternating members from each team will enter until the cage is completely full. Once every competitor is in the match actually begins. The only way to win the match is by pinfall or submission. 1 pinfall,
So there's
1
only
submission.
one
It's not
pinfall?
elimination.
Nope.
So I am taking the Brawling Brutes
All right.
and Drew McIntyre and KO. And I think Sami Zayn takes the pin, and this is where the bloodline hits a little bit of a roadblock going into the Rumble.
I was thinking it was like a chamber
Now,
type.
if it was elimination, there's no way Roman's taking a pin.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
But I don't think Solo's taking a pin. I think Sammy takes his pin.
All right. All right. Well, I'm gonna have to think about it for a second because that kind of
That's,
changes things. I was thinking everybody has to get eliminated. I was thinking it was like elimination chamber, like I could deal where you just get
I
eliminated.
honestly think there's going to be a little tension in this match with Sammy and Kevin, but I don't think it's going to start yet. But it's going to.
It's a little early.
It's early, but
I think
I got to
time.
stick with the bloodline for right now.
All the reports are saying that
it could.
like the Vegas odds for this are like so fucking high.
I can imagine
The bloodline are so fucking big. Like it's like 97% to 3%.
They don't lose anything.
No, they don't.
They
I
don't.
agree. I'm going out on a fucking limb for this one.
You are.
I can't do it. I gotta go with bloodline.
I'm good. Well, this is it. So you guys needed to figure out a tiebreaker between you two because you guys have the exact same shit.
Oh boy.
That's
All right,
scary,
all
Yvonne.
All right. Take one.
Pick one of the war games, either of you, who gets pinned.
All right.
All right. What?
Who takes the pinfall?
Chuck, you pick
You
one. I
pick
don't care.
one.
Pick one.
As
I
long as
don't
you
care.
guys pick
Don't matter
different
to me.
people, it don't matter.
Can we go back to the women's?
That's right.
Yeah.
You go the women's. Yep.
Where is the picture? Boom.
There we go.
All right.
Who is-
You're the champion, so I'll go first to give you the
Go right
advantage.
ahead.
I think I picked Bianca's team to win,
Yep,
right?
we all did, didn't we? Yep.
I'm gonna pick the grudge looking chick in the back on the right, whoever this bitch is.
Nikki
Nikki Cross.
Nikki.
All right.
I think she's gonna pin.
Take the pin.
Well,
Take the
fuck.
pin.
Who's the blonde purple haired
Oh,
chick?
the
Dakota
Neapolitan
Kai.
ice cream.
Dakota
Yeah, that's
Kai.
Dakota Kai.
Kai.
And then who's the one that's
Io
screaming?
Shirai.
Io.
All right. This is tough.
I couldn't imagine Ripley taking the pin.
No, Ripley.
No.
I don't think she will.
No, not at all. And
I
neither
could
is
s-
Bailey.
I could see the 3.
See, and I don't think Nikki would either
No.
because she's just got back and she's
I
fucking crazy.
kind of agree
so,
with
like,
that. Yeah, that's
they-
why.
I
That's
think
when you
she's
said-
going to look strong.
That's when you said Nikki was like, oh shit, who's this?
Dakota or Io, I could see.
I'm gonna go with the purple. With the purple.
Dakota Kai.
Dakota Kai.
Yeah, that's my
Yvonne,
pick.
did you have the same or different?
Different. I'm gonna go. Io Shirai gets the pin.
All right, just for shits and giggles. So you guys think takes the pin for the brawling in the bloodline match?
Oh boy.
I think Sami Zayn gets pinned by KO.
Can we go back to the picture?
Dude, I love these graphics too. They're
I
so
do
good.
too.
Those are good. You want me to go first, or do you want to go first? This is you're the champion. You get the whole team. What do you want? You're the champion.
You go ahead.
All
You
right.
go first.
All right. I do have the bloodline winning. I don't know. Sami Zayn. You know what? I'm going to go on a limb. Let's really fuck it up because it's too easy to say that Sami takes the pin because then Jay's like, "Yeah, I told you." But what if Jay gets
Takes
the
the
pin
pin.
and Sami's like, "Yeah, I told you." I'm going with Jay Uso takes the pin at Survivor Series War Games.
There you go.
Wait,
So you're not taking them to win?
that was the opposite of what I.
That's the opposite of what you picked.
Yeah, it is. Fuck me. That's a good story though, right?
I mean, I would pick Ridge Holland. Like, he's the easiest one, right?
Yeah.
Like, he takes the pin because KO's not doing it.
I'm thinking
Yeah.
storyline, but I do agree. Bloodline's probably going to win.
Who's the dude beside Sheamus on the left? This guy right here.
That's Kevin Owens.
Oh, it didn't look like him in the
Yeah, he's
picture.
right by Sami Zayn. He's howling and saying scared. Look.
Oh, it didn't look like him.
He
to
doesn't
me.
do that in real life. This is very.
I'm gonna take that one guy you just said.
Ridge
Ridge
Holland.
Holland.
Yeah, he's the one. Butch.
All right,
ain't.
so I mean,
Butch ain't.
which
Drew's
match do you
not.
guys want to use as a tiebreaker? You don't need both because if you guys both win one of those, you're tied again.
Chuck, you pick. I don't
So
care.
men or women's,
That's
which
fine.
one's going to
Go right
dictate your
ahead.
guys'
Chuck can pick. I don't
which match?
Women always fuck me in the long run, so let's go with women.
I was going to say, if you pick men, everything is on the table in that last match because if the Brutes and them win, I win.
This is just for the tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right. So
I mean, you guys have the same pick, so you have to have one
Tie
or you're going to tie.
right.
Yep.
And you have
I'm
Sheamus.
picking Sheamus' squad to win.
Yep, you are.
But how cool would it be if Jay gets the pin?
That is fun.
Just for the
It would be fantastic. I'd still win my belt.
storyline. Well,
Shut up.
I'm sure outside of our bullshit, like that'd be good storytelling to my
Oh, it
opinion.
would. And Zayn's like, oh, you're not.
Yeah,
Told you
exactly.
Jay ain't feeling Uzi.
Yeah.
I think Jay accidentally super kicks Sami Zayn and Zayn takes the pin.
All right.
I think he kicks him in the face. Zayn bobbles around for a
That
minute.
would
And
make
KO
sense.
hits a stunner.
Yeah.
And then fucking Drew claymores Jay.
But we know.
But it's
like-
Jay's fault.
Yep.
But
and
we
it's
know
Jay's
it's
fault
gonna
they
happen.
lose.
So it's still kind of
And
the
they
same
start
idea.
blaming Zayn. Zayn's like, fuck you. Jay did it.
That's a good. That's a
and
good.
that
I like that.
I think no matter what tension, that's it. We'll see.
But we know what's gonna. Roman's gonna clean the mess up and end.
Oh, dude, Roman's gonna look great.
He's gonna.
He's gonna Superman punch everybody at least twice.
See, like, fuck me. So I'm thinking about, like, because obviously, I'm just trying not to, like, contradict, because I've not picked Reigns in the past, and every
Mhm.
time it ends with Reigns
With winning.
staring in the fucking camera with his shoulder kind of looking at you. But, like, just from Raw and SmackDown, looking at his expressions, like, with those two, Zayn and Jay and like his facial expressions, how we all loved it when they were arguing, and then Jay was like, I don't care what he thinks, and his face. Imagine that face times 100 when one of those two cost him the match. So I really would like that, watching it live, which I plan on doing. I would really like that. I hope that's what happens, whether I lose or win tonight here.
Too.
Storytelling.
Me too.
Right.
Yeah.
We also need to throw in. I mean, if Strowman versus whoever, if they do that match, are we all picking Strowman? Like Strowman versus the winner of Santos Escobar and fucking.
Yeah, Strowman's
going to fight Gunther.
Yeah,
right?
Triple H
that
really
final
likes
might be
Strowman.
added to this card.
So
we LA Knight and Bray Wyatt might be added to this card.
Yep.
That one could be something that we'd have to think about. Strowman's going to win no matter what. LA Knight, Bray Wyatt, that's going to be one to talk about.
Yeah.
I hope they don't add it.
I hope not.
No, I really like. I don't. I want this War Games match to get like at 40 minutes.
Yep.
It's going to have to. It takes 3 minutes to get each person
just to get him in there.
So three times
10.
It's 30 minutes.
That's half an hour just to get you in there.
And there's 2 of them, so it's over an hour for that.
Right.
And Seth and them should get a good half. Like every Triple H does, less is more. 6 matches. I do think the World Cup final, but why would you not have it on Fox? Like that's the only reason to have it.
That makes sense.
So
Soccer.
I think this might be all the matches you get, unless they throw LA Knight and Bray. But why not put LA Knight and Bray on SmackDown next Friday for ratings?
I don't think they will. You're probably right. That match is too big to just throw in there last minute.
Well, I'm gonna cheat. So whatever you guys pick, I'm picking out that anyway. No matter how I feel, I came to get that shit back for Christmas.
Well, I want that shit for Christmas because I haven't had it forever.
Everybody wants it.
So I'm fucking.
Everybody wants you.
I'm struggling. I'm struggling with this match, you guys.
I think it's the start of the tension, but I think they pull. There's going to be a bit.
This is going to be the most interesting.
But
everybody has a legit chance to win.
Yes.
And it all really comes down to it comes down to your women match.
Yeah.
You got
for us.
You got Neapolitan ice cream getting pinned. And Yvonne has Io Shirai getting pinned.
I can't see Nikki either.
Who do you guys think gets the pin? Becky. Or the mystery person?
I think Bianca.
Becky.
I think Bianca.
I could see Bianca or Becky. Probably if
Bianca.
Probably Becky because she has to get that hype.
Yeah, Becky or Bianca.
All right,
man. Storyline wise, it'd be so much better television if the Bloodline loses. Yeah. But I just don't think they're going to do that until
they haven't shown anything that they're going to do that yet.
They're not.
Every time they're in a
it's
match,
dominant.
They win.
Right.
Usos New Day. This might be.
We have to get the House of Cards. You know what I mean? Like we have to have something finally break between. They've been building Jay and Sami for so long.
The reports are the Rumble. Like Sami's going to throw out one of them.
It's going to start tension.
It's every man for himself. Or Jay throws out Sami or something.
And it's an accident. It really
but like this is a good way to do that without Reigns losing anything. Like he could kick ass and then he's beating up somebody, and then all of a sudden, what you just said,
KO
Jay
stuns
kicking,
him. Yeah.
You know, like something like that's out of his control. That's better TV than them just winning, in my opinion. But as I think about it more, I don't think it's going to happen. We're going to get closer to WrestleMania.
We're going to see some kind of tension, maybe.
We might see Jay hit Sami or something along those lines.
Roman's going to clean the mess up like he always does.
Yeah,
that's what he does best.
I think so. I can't go against the Bloodline for this one.
I didn't want to, but I think it makes more sense.
It'd be better television.
It does.
I mean, he doesn't have to be pinned. Jay and Sami
it's the perfect
this
environment.
This is the great opportunity for it to happen, and I think they pounce on it. And it gives everybody like, oh shit. Then KO can come out like, Roman, I want my fucking shot, bitch.
I did this and this, and then I beat you. Yeah.
Sheamus. Since he's technically like the captain of this, right?
He could be the interim until Mania.
I think we're getting Sheamus versus Roman at the Rumble.
I like it.
I do. I think it's going to get. He'll just feud with a couple people. They haven't announced. I don't think if there's a pay-per-view in December yet, because I don't know if they're doing TLC.
I know they got rid of the January 1st one. So
day one. Well, I mean, they realized the fucking calendar moves, right? And if you're gonna have a day one pay-per-view,
you don't want a Wednesday night pay-per-view.
Yeah, like, it says at Dynamite, like. Stop.
And that's to go back to my previous point of Vince's brain is just going away.
Yeah, so we're gonna do day one every year.
It's on a Sunday, right? Perfect. Or Saturday, whatever it was last year.
They're 2022. Okay, so we got Crush the Castle, Havoc, Crown Jewel, Survivor Series. Yeah, so Survivor Series is the last WWE pay-per-view main roster of the year.
That's crazy.
That
So
is crazy.
The title will not be defended again until 2023.
Until the Royal Rumble.
Unless we
Wow.
defend it, which we never do.
We never do.
NXT deadline. So
I like doing this the main roster.
yeah,
shit.
so
Or is it just that mystery person? I know we don't know who it is.
the Royal
her hair
January,
looks orange like Becky's.
January
Kind of looks like it's me.
28th.
I can kind of see
It's
red.
like
will
2
be
months.
the next time.
So this shit matters for 2
It
months.
This
matters,
is a very big.
Big for me.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, I got this much. This is probably a double shot here. So this is the final determination, right?
Yep. Final. Yep.
And you're set in, Josh.
I'm not changing.
I
You're
ain't
not
changing. I
changing.
ain't changing either.
All right, I always go with my gut, and I always can lose.
I do that too.
My gut's telling me I'm wrong. But
My gut's
You know-
telling me I'm right.
I think
Confidence.
I think your gut is telling you the correct thing, Josh. However, if you are right, that's fucking better television, and I
Right.
want it to happen.
Right.
That'd be awesome to watch. It's just to see Roman's
Freak
facial
out.
expressions.
Yeah.
It's like he'd be like,
It's
you know what I mean?
It's
Like,
like we lost.
it'd be-
Finally.
it'd be, and it's because of their bullshit been going on for months that he's been
Mhm.
trying to take care of, and they're being children. It's great storytelling.
He told Sammy to handle it.
If
did.
exactly,
He did. He said, "This is your problem. You fix it. I'm not."
and and if Jay, because we all expect that Sammy is going to be the one to take the pin, because he's only an honorary Uso. He's
did they announce a advantage match for the men's? They always do
I
both.
think that.
So what if they
The
get the
ones-
Sammy win?
I think it is Friday.
Like
Hey,
they didn't do a men's
you
advantage
type
match,
SmackDown,
right?
Roman's face pops up.
Of course it does.
That's funny.
What's the date on Friday? It's 22nd, 23rd, 25th.
25th.
I'm staying the same. That's what I've decided. Whatever I just said, I'm going.
I'm
with.
All right, so
confident.
we are all locked in for
all
this week.
locked in, all confident.
I like it. Everybody has an equal opportunity to win,
I go with my gut
even
too.
with
Yep.
Now,
Fine.
what if somebody like our tiebreaker, it's somebody else gets pinned? I guess that's lose. I guess.
Poor Jack.
fair point.
That is. Well, we
It
did,
is what it is.
We did have the
If we-
mystery one.
If we
right?
tie, I lose. That's how it goes. You know, if there's a
yeah,
DQ,
I mean,
I
we can't
lose.
do 5 tiebreakers.
Yeah,
I guess.
exactly. It is what it is.
We're gonna turn it to AEW 5,000 in
Yeah.
their time.
If we tie, I'm just gonna be like, I tied you. I should be, and I'll use that as my advantage going forward.
I'm looking forward to it. Survivor Series. It has a little bit of War Games added. It's be very interesting.
There's always a champion's advantage.
Yeah,
So
I mean, that's fair.
It is.
All right. So we are everybody's unanimous with.
locked in.
So recapping for you idiots
Yep.
out there.
That's a cool poster. I
We
like
all
That's a good
have
poster.
Team Bianca winning.
Yep.
We all have Seth motherfucking
I like
Rollins
his
winning.
new look too. Look at his face.
We all have AJ Styles breaking his 3-year drought of a pay-per-view win.
this one I'm still not confident on,
I know it's.
but it
He's
is what
got
it
to
is.
win at some point.
Edge got to come back.
He has to.
It's a big pay-per-view.
It's the time.
Big
It's
one.
the time.
This is a Survivor Series. It's one of the
Yeah,
four,
this-
right?
Something major has to happen. I
It
think
does.
Edge is going to be that thing.
And Triple H understands that. This is a
Rousey and
big pay-per-view.
Shotzi. I mean, I'll
Right.
probably take a big shit during this one. It's
Yeah,
fine.
me too.
Dude, Ronda's the
And
worst.
Not what
The
Josh
Brawling
said.
Brutes,
Yep.
Drew and KO and these matches are going to be chaotic.
They
I
are.
hope you're right with that match, bro. I really do. I mean, I don't want
It'd
to be
make a lot
champion
more
again,
TV. Oh
but-
yeah, I'd be unbearable.
but
But
I would
We
like
don't
to
wanna
see
see
that
that
happen. Like, it'd be better television
It win
I agree.
for the one night.
for the
Yeah.
one.
That Wednesday's gonna suck, but
Well, me and Chuck both. We're coming with
That's
earphones.
fair.
We're coming with earplugs.
Earplugs.
We gotta hear
You're
this.
gonna put earplugs. Oh, then your headphones over. Like,
That,
what'd you say?
that stupid countdown again. Everything.
Oh,
Great.
dude.
Great.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a Josh
I'll
title
just ignore
celebration. No.
The 30 days she's had it and just add it on to mine. I'm still almost at 1,000.
Hey,
what you should do is you just do your regular numbers, then at the end put -30 or
We're-
whatever.
Yeah.
the fuck it is.
Chuck and I have to have some kind of title celebration for Josh, and we're not doing it. So
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Going into my birthday Monday, I'm confident.
Oh, there
So,
you go.
I'm
See, it's gonna be your
going,
birthday title.
money. Yep, going
Maybe
into it.
I'll be the dicks taking the title from you on your birthday weekend.
But you're not going.
I'll
to.
gladly be that guy.
Hey.
I know you would.
It's nothing personal. It's just
Oh,
business.
Just
it-
business at this
It's fucking
table. Yep.
personal, motherfucker.
I know it is. I know.
But anyway,
But I'm called confident.
Yeah.
So
it's fucking
that's all you can be.
a lot going on this weekend. So we got Thanksgiving,
Should be a
Yep.
good show.
Black and or White Friday, Ohio State and Michigan.
Yep.
That's gonna be a fun one too because they're gonna be.
War
I like that
games-
they're
War
undefeated.
games on the same
all
day.
your team plays.
The Patriots play
My
Thanksgiving
team
night
plays
against the
on Sunday.
Vikings. Josh Allen and his small penis plays at noon
Oh,
for the
gross,
Buffalo
yeah,
Bills
they
against
play.
the Lions.
Yep.
The Cowboys play the Giants.
Yep. Giants. My team
Um,
plays Sunday.
It's a pretty busy fucking weekend.
My
And
game,
then
my
my
team
birthday's
plays
Monday,
Sunday
yep.
too.
Yeah, you guys play Tennessee. That's a big
Mhm.
game.
Oh, we'll win.
That's a big game. I don't know if you're a long snapper, better check into it.
He's been fine for a few weeks. We're good.
The Titans revenge game on you guys because you guys took them out of the playoffs. That'd be a good game.
Yeah,
it'd be fun. I'm more excited about the Christmas Eve game, but we'll get there in a month.
Oh yeah, well, I don't think you're as excited as you think you are.
And I'll post our new War Games or Survivor Series poster I created. I'll post that Saturday. RSH Crew Goes to War is what I put at the bottom.
That's cool. Yeah.
Going to war. I'll post it Saturday.
I dig it. I like it a lot. That was a pretty badass poster.
It's hard to find pictures of Josh with the belt. That was tough.
Yeah, she was like, I need a picture of you without the belt. And I was like,
so I did the one, me looking at the belt and you sitting between
you.
I did.
Just erase it.
That's tough. That's tough. That shows how good Josh was with these.
We'll see. This is my boldest pick so far.
That's pretty bold.
I haven't picked against the bloodline.
You have
and
not.
Anybody that I've told, because I have talked to a couple of my buddies, like, dude, I was like, I think they're gonna lose. He's like, you fucking idiot. I was like, I might be, but like this, if there ever was a time for tension to start,
this is the I think it's gonna start.
You're not wrong.
You're not
this
wrong.
or the Rumble.
You're not wrong. And the Rumble's kind of two in your face.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
you know
like,
what I mean?
So like
I agree with you to a point. I'm like, I mean,
there's gonna be some tension.
I mean, they could tease this tension on TV, but
there's gonna be some.
It's gonna be. I'm a billion times more excited for Survivor Series this year than last year.
Oh, sure.
No offense to Big E versus Roman Reigns.
No, but Survivor Series hasn't been taken seriously in years. Again,
and the format's changed.
Going
now
back
it's
to
not
Vince.
Raw versus SmackDown.
Right.
Survivor Series does not have to be that.
Remember bragging rights? That's what I mean. That's
bragging rights could be Raw versus SmackDown.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it was. The one time they did it, that's what it was. And then Vince was like, "Why couldn't do that pay-per-view more?" I mean, that was pay-per-view. Remember that pay-per-view?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then
the Nexus did the whole thing. Remember?
I do. I loved it. And then they were like, "Oh, now we're just going to do Survivor Series this way." Like Vince really made that this number one of the 4 pay-per-views, the big ones. He watered the shit out of it down.
Did.
And so,
I like how Triple H just called up NXT.
So we're going to go back.
He called up NXT War Games from the dude. And I love how Balor and all them are fighting, and they go in the parking lot, and I was like, Triple H. Him in that fucking parking lot. Then you see the shit on the internet. The parking lot got called up to the main roster.
Do you remember when Stone Cold dropped Austin from the crane in the parking lot?
Yeah.
And do you remember when Triple H fought Vince in the parking lot?
Yep.
And do you remember when Triple H did all the shit in the parking
You know
lot?
how many people in NXT always get hurt in the parking lot? Like,
thanks a lot, Triple H.
We know Triple H likes.
It's like
he likes the parking lot.
He does.
He likes, dude, in the fucking music, in the video for this is badass. It's rock. It's Triple H. It's all Triple H.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And remember that one time when Rikishi ran over Stone Cold in the parking lot, but Triple H told him to do it in the parking lot?
I mean, do you remember the first big parking lot thing was like they were talking to Kevin Owens, and in the background there's like a car wrecked in the parking lot, and everybody,
what?
And I was like, Yvonne, look. She's like, I didn't even notice that. I was like, yeah, look, who wrecked their car? And everybody's standing around it.
But there was no damage though.
Yeah.
There was smoke, but there was no damage.
Dexter Loomis fixed it.
that fast.
Yeah.
He's not employed by WWE. He's a mechanic right now.
Fair enough. That's my favorite part.
This should be a very fun weekend.
Yeah,
if Ohio State wins, I'll probably jump off a roof or something.
Ohio State wins, my team wins, and I retain my belt. I'm gonna have a
I can't deal with it.
I really want
the fans
Michigan
are
to win.
stupid. The fans are
splendid.
the Ohio State fans are stupid, incest, and retarded.
Don't put me.
And I mean all of those in the most insulting way. I know them on the internet.
I know you are.
I'm live on the internet.
I mean a fucking team that has to spell. Oh wait, like are you guys like that's stupid?
Hey,
like we know how to spell Ohio.
Hey, IO.
Don't do their fucking chant. And then I got to hear their excuses like last year. We're going to kick your ass for the 30th year. Then they lose. And all I hear is, well, it's about you were due. That's not what you were saying leading up to it, bitch. You were saying, we're going to beat that ass again. Then you lose. And you're like, well, it's about time. Then this year, if we win, it's going to be, well, I mean, the refs cheated, or the horseshoe was too cold, or our quarterback's hurt, or my dick's too little. No. You're just not good enough, and you're not going to beat Michigan.
As long as our kick is good.
You're not that good anymore. You guys barely beat Maryland. We barely beat Illinois. We had 9 starters out. 9. Resting them for you fucks.
My problem with OSU is when they fucking brag the shit out of beating like little schools like Toledo.
We beat Akron.
Bowling Green. Right. Like, oh, we fucking smoked them. I hope so. Jesus Christ. That's a fucking part-time school, bro.
Here's the thing. And then they beat Northwestern 21-7.
And they brag.
Do you know what Northwestern's record is?
I have no idea.
They're 1-10.
And
do you know where they won that one game?
In Ohio. Right?
Germany. You know how many wins they have won? You know how many wins this year they have in the United States? 0. They are 0-9 in the United States. And Ohio State beat them 21-7.
That's crazy. But now the thing
the win was blowing too hard, they say.
That will get you.
God.
But what they all say is, well, all big schools play small schools. Sure.
Not every week.
The problem is the OSU fans go crazy when they crush them. Like, yeah, of course you won. Why are you blowing up cars over it? Shut the fuck up. You're playing a part-time fucking school that doesn't play football. Why are you bragging this hard over that school? And that's what annoys me the most.
Yeah, Ohio State fans are absolutely ridiculous.
Like, I understand like shit happens.
I understand how good Ohio State is. I understand what I watched football for fucking 30 years at this point. I understand everything that's going on, but I also understand they're the most deluded, stupid fan base in college football.
Yeah,
and there's a lot of them. Tennessee, they marry their own mother, and they're not as dumb as you guys are.
Is she hot?
Oh, gosh.
I don't know. It's Tennessee. I haven't seen many cute people from Tennessee, but I don't know, dude. I'm ready for that game.
It's gonna be.
It's gonna be a
good
I got
weekend.
New England
Yeah.
Thursday night, and I got Ohio State, Michigan.
Who's England playing?
The Vikings.
Oh, nice.
Your team plays Thanksgiving. too, don't
8:30
they?
Thanksgiving night, though.
That's fun.
We got a lot of fun.
Last time we played on
football.
Thanksgiving night, the butt fumble happened. Do you remember that?
I do. I do.
So we got football, we got wrestling, we got.
And my dad's made it personal because on his football sheet he picked against my Patriots on.
Oh, now you gotta get it.
Thanksgiving.
They got talking shit.
Yeah, so
Yeah, a lot
and
of-
he like I was making his picks. He told me I suck, so he's doing them now. So
He is.
I sorry, Dad, but I really want him to lose like almost all his games.
he
You
probably,
should say that to his face.
He probably will.
I will not.
I don't think so.
Dad, I hope when I get back to the house, you're in sleep.
He will. I will.
Me and
Hell yeah.
like when me and Dad start talking football, we start arguing and yelling at each other
They
because
do.
we do not see eye to
They
eye
don't on
and a lot
football.
of shit.
No, they don't.
I get it, man. The thing is, you gotta show dominance. So he starts running his mouth, just fucking piss on him.
Yeah.
That's
There you
a
go.
dominance thing. I learned that from watching Animal Kingdom.
Okay.
A lot of football. A lot of
Yes,
stuff this weekend. Crazy
It
weekend.
is a busy weekend.
A lot of
Saturday's
stuff.
just big in itself with
It
Michigan,
is.
Ohio State at noon,
And
and
War
War
Games.
Games at 7.
I plan on watching both of those
Me
things,
too.
so we'll have something to talk about.
I got to figure out where I'm watching that game.
I'll be watching it probably here, getting drunk on the daytime.
Yeah, I probably should.
That's what I do on Saturdays.
Like, I don't want to watch it by myself, but I don't want to watch it with an Ohio State fan.
That's fair.
Because I will physically assault them during the game.
I get it. Like, that's just what I don't like about OSU. Like, I don't have nothing against the team itself.
I do.
But all these fucking fans are just
They're
fucking.
fans. I agree. They're
We just beat BGSU by fucking 100
and
points.
as a fan,
Fuck yeah.
as a fan, I'll admit it. I
Leave
admit
Bowling
it.
Green alone.
Man,
They never did nothing to you.
No, I mean,
Not you, Ohio State.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
that's
why
what
you
I'm saying.
beating up
Like,
Bowling
of
Green?
course you
Right.
beat that team. Of course. If you did, that's a problem. You're getting recruited. They didn't.
These are the people that like Ohio State wouldn't even look at.
And then that's one of the rebuttals is, well, the all teams do it. Yeah, but nobody fucking brags as much
They
as that
have,
shit.
they have an excuse for everything.
It's
dude.
just
it's
like,
last
fucking
year,
Christ.
Michigan beat the fuck out of them. They're like, well, you were due. It's like that. If we would have lost, you wouldn't have said that.
Sure.
Like you'd been like, gotcha.
They've
bitch.
been like, oh yeah, we fucking put
It's
my
all
dick in your
excuse,
you know,
dude.
like,
It's not
exactly.
even a shot at you with the Bengals, dude. But
No, I
like,
agree. I understand.
It's getting to the point with Bengals fans too. They go to one Super
The
Bowl
Bengals
and now they're
fans
like,
are bad.
well, we lost, but
I get it.
your long snapper being hurt. I'm sorry. It's
No,
just not.
that mattered.
I get it, but
we
it
missed
shouldn't.
2 kicks that we usually don't.
You know what
miss.
that is? Bad coaching.
Yeah, I agree. Can't argue that.
Because-
I agree.
We should have a backup. I agree.
Look,
I
I'm just comparing.
I heard.
All
I
I'm
heard. I do.
comparing
I
is
agree.
Belichick.
He's a good coach.
Everybody, no, but
Tenure.
everybody makes fun. They used to make fun of him years ago because he would
Chiefs.
bring in like 7 long snappers. And they're like,
Well,
who the fuck needs that
he
many?
understands.
He's
He
like,
does, yeah.
if mine gets hurt, I want one on standby. Guess what? The Bengals' biggest weakness is their coach.
I can't argue that.
He's 12, 34, and 1. That's his record as head coach.
Yeah.
Or sorry, I think he's won 6 games this year, so he's 18, 34, and 1 or some shit like that. He's not a good coach.
But the quarterback's really, really good.
Yeah, but if your coach is calling shitty play calls and not fixing the offensive line, all I'm telling you guys
Hey,
is
we only got sacked. I think 2. I think maybe 3, but I think 2, maybe 3. We got sacked 2 or 3 times this past week,
all I'm telling
which
you
is nice. Usually it's like 6 or 7.
I'm telling you,
So it's nice.
Christmas Eve, the Bengals' 2 biggest weaknesses are they can't stop the run
Oh, we're gonna beat the We're gonna beat the Patriots.
and they cannot protect the
I
quarterback.
can't wait for that.
We're gonna beat
Patriots are second in rushing and number 1 in sacks.
We'll figure
And
it
they
out.
have the number 1 pass rusher in the NFL.
We'll figure it out. I ain't scared.
They ain't figuring out
Chase
shit.
won't be back by then. I don't
Yeah, he
think.
is. Chase gonna be back this weekend.
Oh, already? I thought he was up for 7 weeks.
It's been 6 weeks.
I drink a lot. Cool. All right.
He's supposed to play.
He's
They
not
said
gone.
they plan on him playing this Sunday at Tennessee.
I don't think that's 7 weeks though. I feel like he's only gone out for like 3.
They didn't put him on IR, so it's been at least 4.
Fair enough.
They
Doesn't
said
matter.
4 to 6.
That's
so
fine. Yeah, whatever.
They
And
targeted this game because this game's huge.
you paid more attention than
Tennessee's
I do. So,
7-3. Bengals are 6-4.
Yeah.
I mean, this is if Tennessee wins, they're like up.
I really like it's a 1:00 game too. And I know like people are like, he's like, I'm sure you guys.
Well, I like that New England plays Thursday, so I can watch all the games Sunday, and I give a fuck. I hope we win, so I can just be carefree all weekend. If Michigan and New England win, I'll be gold.
be happy.
And I win the RSH title, I want to parade next week. If all three of those things happen in one weekend,
you're going to lose 2 of those.
Something really bad's going to happen to me because I can't get that lucky.
He's going to get.
I hope one of those things for sure happens.
Well, I appreciate you want me to get my belt back,
but I really want Michigan to win.
We don't want.
I thought it was Survivor Series.
We don't want it the Josh title celebration. No, we're not doing.
Not really.
The funny thing about that is, it's not going to matter. Like, we'll be all fun and games until the end, until the very last match. I'm like, all right, fuck this guy.
Yeah, we'll be at the group chat like, what a great event. Then I'm like, fuck you, Yvonne. I'm like, fuck both of you. I hate all of you.
I hate everything.
You ain't taking my belt.
I think Yvonne has the best chance of winning this one. I'm nervous. I'm nervous a little bit.
It's going to be a fun weekend.
It should be.
A lot of these I don't have confidence.
Ohio State fans. I have a few friends. I love you guys, but God, you're so stupid.
A lot of fans are. They really are. You're not wrong.
This one guy told me, he's like, this is one of the best Ohio State teams we've had. It's like,
Jesus
no, it
Christ.
is not.
No,
dude.
it is not.
Like,
They almost lost at Penn State.
There's a guy at my work. His name is Brandon. Older guy, cool as fuck, funny as hell. And I work in the warehouse, and he works at the other end, so like we interact quite a bit. He's like old. He's older.
Sure.
He's like Ohio State for like he actually understands like
guy.
how Ohio State functions, like how they recruit. Like he's in. Like if I have an Ohio State question, I go to him.
Sure.
And I follow them pretty close because I fucking hate them and I want to know how to destroy them.
Right.
So,
I get it. Know your enemy. I get it.
So like, yeah. It's all keep your enemies closer.
Right. Yeah.
That's what they do.
And he was like, dude, this is one of the worst teams we've had in the last 20 years. And then I go talk to another one of my friends, like, oh, this is the best. It's like, there's nothing that I've seen on TV that shows this, like, they can't run the ball. Yep. I remember Elliott and fucking Troy Smith and all these stars. And JT
I remember Troy Smith.
Like, they were good. They were excellent. They could run the ball, throw the ball, pick your poison. They can't run the ball, which is why they couldn't beat Northwestern. It's why the weather being shitty Saturday with a little snow and some wind works in Michigan's favor because Michigan's built to run the ball and play great defense.
Where are they playing at?
The fucking dump in Ohio. They're up in Columbus.
Horseshoe. Gotcha.
Yeah, but to be fair, the last time we played in the Horseshoe, we lost by 3. And then the time before that is the game where Ohio State was short the first down. Then they put the ball like 8 yards past it. And then they didn't review it. And Harbaugh's like freaking the fuck out. And Ohio State's like, well, we should have won that game anyway. It's like, no, if you guys turned it over, you wouldn't have won. But
dude, I hate that shit. Watching the Bengals the other day, you understand this way more than I do probably, but how everybody's biased one way or the other. And like, dude, watching the Bengals, the Steeler, I don't know the name, but the Steelers guy fucking face masked the dude, straight up face mask. The referees called he has a fucking face mask, and then they showed the replay, and the announcer was like, I think his arm just swiped. I don't see any face mask, but you see the helmet go real hard.
Yeah, it's like when his head's all the way back.
Yeah, it's like, dude, it's like fucking face mask. And to be fair, the referee called it, and that stood. But it's like, shut the fuck up.
Right,
clearly, it's a fucking face mask.
I used to be that guy to make excuses for like New England lost. Well, it's a bad penalty. It's like, you know what? Here's how I view football. Years ago, Dallas threw a pass to Dez Bryant. He caught it. He went out of bounds. He had it in his hand like this, but he hit the ground with the ball like this and bounced back up with the ball. But he had already caught it and secured it.
Sure.
They called it incomplete.
That's bullshit.
Dallas did not get I agree it was a catch, but they called it not a catch, whatever. Dallas never got the ball again.
So that fucked them.
To rectify that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So, and using the Bengals as an example.
That happened in the Bengals.
When you guys got screwed.
There's 2 touchdowns that they were touchdowns. They said they weren't touchdowns this year.
But
First game of the year.
But they had chances to score.
No, they didn't after that. They got fucked after that.
Well,
I'm just saying.
I don't know if struggling against the 3-7 Steelers is rectified.
No, this was the first game of the year.
I know, but the Steelers sucked in. They were worse than they are now.
We had 2 touchdowns on them, and they were like, nope.
That Chase thing was not. Anyway, look.
Just saying.
Then in the Super Bowl, everybody's like, oh, the Bengals got screwed on that hold call.
Yeah.
It was 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line. You guys had the ball. Joe Burrow had 2 timeouts, plenty of time. What did he do? Sack, incomplete, sack, and they lost. So they had a chance to win.
I can't recall that.
Well, I'm sure you don't. Most Bengals fans don't. They were shit-faced drunk. How do you blow? How are you winning the Super Bowl? The whole game.
Dude, I know.
Then in the fourth quarter, the best receiver on the Rams, you leave him open.
Yeah, I know.
And he's white. He sticks out.
I actually do recall that, and I was fucking pissed.
Like Cooper Kupp.
Yeah.
wide open, 15 yards.
I was really drunk, but we were ahead the entire time, and they just gave up.
Yeah, like
What
they
the fuck?
took the foot off the gas, and that's
Yeah.
bad coaching.
And they weren't ahead enough to do that.
No,
Like, it
No.
was still a game.
17-14, yeah.
It was still a game.
and they quit running the ball, and Joe Burrow's back there waiting. Like Aaron Donald's going to kill
They
you.
got that Cincinnati confidence.
Yeah, and Aaron Donald
I get it.
sacked him twice.
Yeah.
So they did not cheat, first off.
No, there's no cheating.
And the fucking Bengals had a chance to win, and they couldn't get
No,
it done.
they absolutely had a
They
chance to
could
win.
not get it.
They had like 3 rebuttals, if I remember
Yeah,
right.
like they had the ball many times,
Yeah.
2 or 3 times after that.
Yep,
So, like, I don't
can't
buy
argue,
that.
I can't argue that, but I
But
won't say the first game
if a
this year
team-
we got fucked.
If it's like the last play of the game, it's a horrible call, and the other team will get a chance, then I'll listen. I still don't buy it because there's points in that game you had a chance to do better.
Well, but the thing,
Think about it. You get the ball 10 times a
Sure.
game on average.
the first game of this year though with the Baylors, not the Baylors,
I'm not
the
buying it.
Bengals and
Don't
the
long
Steelers.
snapper me.
There was that was part
That's
part
all
of
I
it.
heard, and it drove me
No,
insane.
it was part of it. But
I'm getting a shirt made for one of my friends that says,
the
"I'm sorry, it's gonna say I'm sorry, I'm a loser. My long snapper got hurt."
But the same, and actually, the Steelers actually missed a field goal too. So there was a lot of chances for rebuttal, but at the same time, there was a lot of bad calls, including 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, but that's
That's
always
bullshit.
going to be bad calls.
Sure,
Right.
but it's bullshit. There was 2 times that there were touchdowns that would have ended the game, and then obviously the field goal fucked up, and then that's that's a whole different issue when it's in itself. But the bad calls started all that shit. Without that bad call, that kick bullshit wouldn't have happened. The long snapper wouldn't have mattered. But there were 2 bad calls that made the game go into overtime. And then we don't have a backup. And after the same shit you're saying, we should have a secondary.
Like, you should,
long
like-
snap. And I even brought that
Right.
up, and my sister was like, "No, but there's nobody else." I'm like,
There
How
is plenty
how
of
is there
them.
nobody else? Anyway,
Look, I'll
that's
tell you-
a different podcast
I'll tell-
discussion.
look, I'll tell you this: the Patriots have a guy named Matthew Slater. His job is to tackle the guy when we kick the ball off. His job is to tackle him and make sure he doesn't run it all the way back. He also knows how to kick, long snap, and play receiver. You know why? Because you never know when your long snapper might get hurt and you need a guy. We have a guy ready. My
So-
dad says he hates New England so much because he says all your coach does is what he should do. Do your job. No shit. People don't do that. They get in the game and they're all amped up and it's like fuck what they tell us to do.
Yeah,
We've
that's
all
probably
done
true.
it. Like
Yeah.
when I start coaching, I'm gonna have to fucking do it too. Like
You're
I'm gonna
going
all out
to.
and blitz this fucking. I already named. You know what I named my blitz?
Sure.
Taylor Swift. That means attack.
There you go.
Jeffrey Dahmer. That means bite him.
Wow.
Anyway,
I like it.
Sorry.
And you know,
I do too.
that might throw them off.
I knew you were trouble when you walked in. 43. Like
There you go.
That's actually a really funny strategy.
I
to
love
think about.
that.
Just to get them off their game, like, I knew you were in trouble. Just to fuck them up. Like,
You're getting benched.
Did you just say that to
oh, dude,
me?
I already told my buddy Nick. I was like, dude, I have so many play call
There you
names.
go. I like it.
I do too.
Look what you made me do. 47.
I like it. I like the football discussion. I can actually kind of semi-discuss.
You're getting there.
football.
You've got
semi.
You've got a lot better.
Yeah.
I mean, your team
Yeah.
wins for the first time in 50 years, and here you are.
I've watched every game this year.
I know.
So, but I hope you guys all enjoyed the show. If not,
And our
as
last
always.
15 minutes of football talk.
See-
We've been doing this like randomly
I
the
love
last
it.
few
look,
weeks.
I'm getting in the know a little bit. I enjoy it.
Oh,
So,
well, we all
I
at
love
this
it.
table want Michigan to win.
You do?
Thank you. Go blue.
I hope so. I'll be
Somebody
me.
at this
Not
table
me.
owns Ohio State clothing.
I do. I'm not gonna lie.
I
do.
used to when I was a
I
kid.
do.
I never did.
Dude, my high school was all about OSU. They loved it. My band, not to brag, I was in
My whole high school
band.
was about heroin,
They were about. We,
Yeah, they were.
We just copied
I'm
OSU
sorry.
shit.
Heroin.
I'm sorry.
We just copied
heroin,
OSU
weed,
shit.
and cocaine.
I didn't go.
That's what Middletown was
Did
all
they
about.
associate with Tony Khan? No.
No, Teddy Condon, I did not go to school.
Hope you all enjoyed the show.
Sad.
Go Michigan. Go wrestling. It's gonna be a hell of a weekend. And then,
big
and then go
Saturday.
Bengals. And then I guess the Patriots. We can say that too, just to be positive. So hope you all enjoyed the show.
Fuck Minnesota.
Well, that is Jake's Chuck, and I forget that we can't say that.
Let me do a gang sign. There you go.
I like it.
Wow.
And until next time, friends and family, we will be back next week, Wednesday night, as per usual.
Yep.
It's not a holiday next weekend. So
Have a good Thanksgiving, everybody.
happy Thanksgiving.
Yep.
And continue to fear regularly scheduled hostilities.